Yippee, I haven't seen my YT chat in so long. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've seen my YT chat. Oh my god. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh, YT chat, I know. It's crazy. I haven't seen my YT chat in so long. It's welcome back, third class citizens. More and more QOL geared towards new players. What do you mean by QOL geared towards new players in this instance? Why new players and not everyone?
有区别的新探索机制，在未来和大家见面。希望每一次探索都可以给漂泊者们创造独特的记忆。
另外，随着翱翔技术的进步，在2.6版本更新后，漂泊者们点击翱翔按钮即可直接升空开始翱
Remove
翔。
the height requirement. That's also a W.
不需要再寻找有高低差的地形进行翱翔起步，只需要处于没有遮挡、能够翱翔的状态，在地面就可以展开翅膀，直接升空吗？
没错，希望漂泊者们能够以更自由、更畅快的方式去深入感受。
What do you think about multiple banners with reruns every patch? I'm totally fine with that. It gives people more options to pull. They could add fucking 6 reruns every patch. I wouldn't give a fuck, to be honest. I think it's a good thing to have as many reruns as possible. The worst pulling experience I ever had for Genshin was waiting so long for Kazuha to come back or I'll hate him to rerun. That was like over a fucking year. I waited over a year so I could pull fucking I'll hate him. That shit was ass. Dude, that shit was so mega ass. I don't like that. So the fact that characters rerun pretty often, I think is a good thing. Gives people more choice in what to pull. I think it's fine.
和探索荆州、黑海岸以及林纳谢达的壮阔风景与丰富内容。
Shenhe incident, yeah, she never fucking came back.
在月上中天时，我们也给漂泊者们准备了一份巡游
Never saw
月穹。
Kokomi. See what I mean? Like, I don't be playing for a game for 6 months and not seeing shit. That's what I want. Okay, apparently we're doing a Gachacast now. Apparently we're doing a Gachacast. Hold up. Let me get my shit ready.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Hello.
I can't wait for Wuwa to do US, man.
Y'all got cams?
Yeah, hold up.
I didn't know you were like that.
Y'all got cams?
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
All right. Feel free to invite whoever. Feel free to invite whoever in here. Yeah. In case there are people that want to show up. Oh, there we go. Hey,
Yo.
okay. What's up? What's up, Legions?
Yippee.
What's up, Cap?
Get
What's
my
up,
camera
Blade?
situated.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Wait. Does
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That Gal Brenna teaser at the end made me come.
It's so
Oh, yeah?
good.
Yeah.
Oh, I came 5 times already before that.
Oh my god.
What a point to come into the video chat at.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Mr. Green Screen?
Hey, how's it going?
Bro's
Are you
got a
mocking my
professional
green
setup.
screen, brother?
Yeah, I mean, you look like a fucking highlighter. It looked like you're ready to about to fucking run a marathon.
You gotta put some
Dude, shut the fuck up. It's
behind
like
you.
7 in the morning, okay?
It's got the highlighter vest on.
I mean, hey, if it's gonna bother y'all, I can turn my ring lights off. It'll dim everything.
You should put some
I think
behind
we're
you.
good.
It's fine. It's fine. Though
How
I
dare
do
you.
feel like if you did do the virtual background, it would like work perfectly. Because,
You're an expert
like,
in it.
Right? Yeah. Wait. Let me see if there's anything I can do over here. What do we got? Hell yeah, brother! Like, look at that shit, Sticks. Like, this could be you. This could be you. But
Yeah, but see that, yeah, but hear me out.
mean
That is a lot of effort, okay? And it is like 7 in the morning.
That's true.
my chat saw how much effort it took. It was about 2 button clicks.
Yeah. That's a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
effort
it.
for
That's
Gotcha players.
about 2 button clicks too many.
Saying you're talking
So-
about people that play games on auto, man. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
I mean,
that's fair.
one of my favorite gacha games is Nikke, right? It's an auto battler. I don't need to do anything. I just set it and forget it.
You play that
That's
game
a
with one hand, let's be
That's a
real.
lot of games nowadays. All right. Let's see over here. All right. Who still should be picking up? Who are we still waiting for? I think Ethan said he was like on a plane right now, but then
Yeah,
otherwise,
Ethan's gonna be mega late. I feel like.
yeah, I think
Technone's getting swatted again.
Yeah,
So,
Tech's talking
yeah.
about the time he got fucking swatted. So, yeah, I guess we'll just wait for that, or we won't wait for that one. I think he's good. Who else? Who else was I supposed to? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I was supposed to add what's her name?
Is Ufi joining? You live?
She hasn't said anything. Am I crazy?
Yeah. Okay. We'll add. There we go. I think that'll be the last participant for now.
Oh shit, that's my boy.
Yeah, we got Blaze over here. Okay.
Oh shit, we got a boy.
All right. I think that's mainly it. Are we looking good? We feeling good to start? Let me
I'm good.
pull up. Ooh, could somebody in chat actually link the can somebody in chat link our update page?
Have they dropped
Because
the patch notes already?
Yeah, the official
did.
patch notes. The official patch notes are on.
W.
It did?
Yeah, the official patch notes are on.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Add Age.
Huh.
I mean, if Age is interested, she can hop in. Yeah.
Well, I put it in the chat. It's there.
Thank
You
you.
want-
Yeah, she's been able to pop. She's been able to pop in. Is she trying to be on the podcast right now? I'm not super sure though, because I don't think she responded to my invite, or I don't think she reacted to my invite.
You just don't have aura like that. Let me invite her.
Yeah, and you mock people's green screen background. So
Yeah. People don't want to join to get bullied.
True.
You think that was the thing that
that deterred her from joining. Yeah, you probably had your stream open. She was like, "No, fuck this guy, man."
You heard the vitriol coming out of your mouth.
green
you
screen.
saw exactly that one
Yep.
moment.
I can't believe you're so
What
toxic. God damn.
I rate the green screen a 7 out of 10.
All right, there
What's
we
up,
go.
guys?
Thank you.
That's a nice one. Hold
Age
on.
will join. All right, let's invite Age then. Yep.
You see, Glade's got the right idea. He's about to put Yuno's thighs in the background while we
Hell yeah, bro.
while we do the podcast.
Oh shit, you're not even wrong. Wait, hold on. You got it.
Wait, do I not have Age
Oh
on my?
shit.
You need to get the grippers on, man. Full HD.
Okay,
somebody-
hold on.
Could somebody
you
invite?
know-
Can somebody invite Age into here
Do you mean
for
to
me?
invite? Yeah.
I got it.
I can't find her to add. Is she
But
not
doesn't
my
have
friend?
anyone
on
added as
Discord?
friends.
Yeah, I don't have anybody added as a friend, so I don't think I can add people.
There we go.
She blocked me? Oh
No.
no. I don't.
Hello, Age.
That's not surprising.
Age, we're not friends on Discord. We need to be friends on Discord.
We're not friends on Discord? What do you mean? We messaged so okay.
Yeah,
Clearly we're
that's
fake
that's why I'm confused, because we messaged each other. So I was like, wait, she just
I do
hasn't
that
been,
so
she
often.
Actually,
Like,
she's been a
not
fake
friends with
friend
people
this
that
entire
I should
time.
be.
Damn. Guys, there are no real friends with CCs, honestly.
No, we all hate each
So
other.
it's here first.
Yeah, we're all gonna talk shit
That's
about
it.
each other as soon as we're done.
That's
with
it.
the podcast.
I'm writing my twit longer right now.
Age was talking mad shit in my TFT game last night, and I'm no longer friends with her.
Imagine not having a blue check mark.
Yeah, okay, sure.
You
Yeah,
were-
spread your slander, bestie.
You were talking mad shit about my game.
God damn.
We all know the
Alrighty.
truth. We all know the truth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for any interruptions if any conversations got cut short, but I guess now is actually the time to make it official. And surprisingly enough, at least based on my screen, I actually do look like the host because I'm at the bottom. But yeah, welcome to, I guess, our first podcast ever that I guess I'm officially going to be running. This is right after the Wuthering Waves 2.6 live stream, and we've got to have a bit of a discussion, right, for all the great new stuff that's coming in the past, or that's coming in the patch. Maybe do a bit of a reflection for what we've seen for version 2.5, moving on to 2.6, and of course, you know, talk about all the content that's coming out. I am Saint Tontus, Saint, whatever you want to call me. I think we'll call this I've been a little bit inspired by some of the clips that I've seen of good old Tectone recently. Why don't we call this like the Gacha Heroes podcast? Does that sound like a good one to everybody over here? The Gacha Heroes podcast. Yeah, we can be the special Avengers. So yeah, why don't we go ahead?
Just on the special.
I don't know about that one.
You just call me
yourself,
right?
Yeah.
Something's definitely special.
This will be the first podcast that we'll be having. We'll try to make it a fun one. If the energy does seem a little bit low, do keep in mind that, well, you can see from my time over here, it's about 5:36 a.m. for me, a little bit later than everybody else. So I have all the excuses. Nobody else really has any for why they might be feeling tired. So yeah, I'm going to be joined by Age in the top left. Then we're going to have Blazion in the middle over there on the top middle. Then we're going to have Miss Captain Cabinetz. Good old Glaive Keo, number 1 or number 2 Kurobot. He's still competing with Gotcha Smack for that title. I think they're going to have a one-on-one mud wrestling match.
Yeah, bro.
Glaive's going to find some way to bring his...
Yo, are you featured in a Cosmos video? You know what I'm saying? Like...
Oh, that's true. That is a flex. And after that, we got legions or the.
Was he TikTok?
I was gonna make a fucked up. I was gonna make a fucked up joke.
Don't you fucking say it.
I was gonna make a fucked up joke. I was.
Don't you fucking say it, you Bobby Lee looking at it.
That Tectone couldn't make it today, and that's why we got Legion instead.
Dollar store Tectone. It happens.
Yeah. Techie could not make it today, so we found the closest alternative from the local Walmart.
Gloves are off today. Gloves are off.
Kidding.
I rate that joke a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. It's just we had to make the joke because people in CN are making it all the fucking time too. So just in case our content gets translated for that, want to throw in a little bit for that audience. But yeah, again, my apologies if there's any offense over there. And on the right, we're gonna have.
No, you're good.
On the right, we're gonna have Styx, who's showing up like a fucking alert, who's showing up like an achievement that you have to like collect because of how goddamn bright his green screen is. He can turn it on for videos, but I guess not for the fucking podcast. So yeah, that's that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, and you wonder why Age wasn't in your friend list, okay?
So
true.
Yeah, it's comments like this, brother.
If you're wondering why,
are you invited to Kuro Fest? Like, what are you talking about?
CC.
If you're wondering,
did anyone here go to Kuro Fest?
I was invited, but I couldn't take the time off.
Damn.
I got invited to Gamescom, not Kudo Fest.
I too
anyway.
I too was invited to Gamescom, but I was like, damn, this kind of short notice. I feel like the Gamescom
very expensive.
Yeah, I feel like the Gamescom invitations where not a lot of people are covering them. You're covering them partially, and unfortunately, the notices were kind of sent out a little bit late. I think for some of the games.
I got asked last week. I'm like,
yeah, same.
Isn't that a week from now?
Yeah, I got asked last week, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. It's a little bit rough
flight tickets.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough to within
fly halfway across the world
event to decide to go to fucking Germany. I don't know about that one. So yeah, if you're wondering why there's not as many people on the podcast, you can tell from the reflection of the chatters here, or you can tell from the people on call why that's the case.
We're the important ones, though.
Yeah. Saint. Ethan is live on Twitch right now.
Oh, Ethan. Well, he's also in the fucking call, so he can just join.
He needs to watch the live stream as well.
Oh, he needs to watch the live stream? Okay, well,
he hasn't seen it yet.
Never mind, he can go for
it. Fake Wuwa fan. That's fake Wuwa fan. Not waking up. Yeah, not staying up to watch the live stream live? Dude, what are you even doing?
He just touched down from a flight. I think he was visiting his girlfriend. So yeah, I don't want to see any chatters talking shit because let's be honest.
He touched grass and air.
Like,
he touched air and
grass. With loved ones. That's unacceptable in the Gothic community. Okay.
Let's be honest.
Hey, at least he has a girlfriend, so he's winning.
Real.
Is he Sticks? Aren't you married?
I am. Yes. So I have the IRL UR tier waifu.
Yeah, bro's just punching down right now. Don't mind him. Anyways, so let's
no need to be jealous, man. It's okay.
To reorient ourselves. back on the topic at hand. Wuthering Waves just had its 2.6 live streams. Yeah, maybe let's do a bit of a round robin. Perhaps we start with Age and then end with Sticks. You guys remember the order, right? Yeah, we go with Age, we end with Sticks. What did we all think about it?
The live stream? Well, yeah. I feel like there were some pretty lit revelations. I was personally curious as to whether this would be the kind of like final story arc, like or like the final patch, or the first half of the final patch. And clearly it seems like it's the first half of the final patch, which makes sense. So the story I'm excited for. Augusta, obviously are fantastic. They look amazing. Voice acting, animations, great. And I'm really excited for the part 1, part 2 story again, because I think it was really, really fun in 2.4. So I'm glad to see that they're continuing with it, since it'll keep the hype up throughout the entire patch. But the thing that for me stole the show, honestly, wasn't even like the main story stuff. It was the fact that they added flight to the previous regions. I was so shocked. I was so shocked that they did it, because I thought that it would just be like too many variables for them to put in post the previous regions. So I thought they would never do it, but the devs surprised me. So those are like my biggest highlights from it. And yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Awesome.
The flight thing, once it happened, I was like, wow.
So just picking up on one thing you said, flight's awesome. That's great. But you want to know one thing that's more awesome? Augusta's accent. So I have a proposition for everybody here. Can you guys give me your best impression of Augusta?
No.
And I want everybody to say, there's like a line from the trailer. I think she says,
you want me to say the as rule reference, winners win?
No.
I don't think it's win. Yes. It might be winners win, but she says something like you gotta be able to like
we're gonna sound like pirates.
I can't do it. So I need to. I'm like looking for lessons. How do I say ruler like Augusta does?
Is there a timestamp?
Like,
can you give me a timestamp?
Like that?
I should be able to do this.
I feel like it's a European thing.
Yeah.
It's an European thing.
Shout out my Welsh homies.
If you speak a European language, you gotta roll your R's.
Okay.
Ruler?
All right. Clearly it's
also, if you suck a lot of dick, you can roll your R's a lot better too.
What? Okay.
How do you know this? How do you know this, Legion? From personal experience?
Your mom told me.
All right. Okay. All right.
My mother told you that you suck a lot of dick. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
Time out. This is a family-friendly podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to apologies for that. Apologies for that. I know there are at least 5 Catholic. I know there are at least 5
Wait, you told me I was replacing Pectone. I was trying to fucking put him spirit in here.
I appreciate that. I'm just joking around. It's a little bit. I expected the raunchiness at least halfway through when he started talking about Yuno's feet. Not while we're talking about Augusta's accent. That was not on my bingo board for this part.
Wasn't Legion supposedly stunlocked with Yuno's feet?
Who wasn't?
Yes. Well, I was. Actually, I'm not looking at any of you except Claves right now. I'm looking at just his camera.
All right. Let's just make sure we can get through the initial thoughts. All right, Blazion, what were your thoughts on the patch?
Aside from looking at Yuno's feet and Augusta's thick thighs, I was not paying much attention, but I think it was 7 out of 10, to be honest.
7 out of 10.
I liked it. Yeah.
Fair analysis, right?
I hope that never dies.
About the quality, like the flight itself. Something that I never paid much attention into, it's the fact that you have to grab a specific character that you have to like jump, like the double jump and triple jump with Gian and other characters so you can fly. So the fact that you can also like boost yourself up in the air so you can like fly, that is also part of the quality of life that they gave, is something that I was actually begging for, because certain characters cannot do that. For example, like the ones with the pistols. Was it Lupa? I think it's Lupa. It was hard for me to fly as Lupa.
Chang, Li, and Lupa and Brant can't do it because their air attacks don't actually elevate them anyway. They only go vertically. Or they like.
I think Psychona too, if I'm not mistaken.
There's like a couple. Like Carlotta's like too short. literally too short to do it properly. Yeah, there was a little bit of clunkiness that.
Yeah, I usually use Gian. Gian is so much easier to do that. Or Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper also is able to do that. But other characters,
I run to like the edge of a cliff person.
Legit same.
Right? Damn, glad I'm not the only one that
I
does
fall
that.
to my death.
Just stand on.
Oh,
Like,
so
hold
you
on,
want
let
to
me climb a mountain first and then jump off.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys want to know what Fob Master does? Fob Master pretends that he's like a high APM player and will like gadget switch in midair, and I'm just like, bro, there's no way you're like faking.
Wait, you don't grapple and switch?
Yeah, because everyone just does the jump because they don't want to open up the utility.
Yeah, but
the attack
when I have Carlotta,
like you can't do it with
Carlotta
every
has the longer
character.
flight. Yeah, Carlotta has the longer flight, so I switch with the grapple hook with her because I'm like, I'm not switching character.
Well,
Exactly. Isn't that nice?
you got 2 other people on the team.
No,
But I wanted to fly with Carlotta.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, he gets it.
Well,
The skin, right?
I don't think Glaive knows where the character switch button is because you can use that in mid-flight. But yeah, all right. Cap's thoughts on the live stream.
I figure we'll go into more depth about other stuff, so I'll keep it short. Story and lore drops, I'd give like a 9. Very interested where it's going. Again, love the split quests. QOLs and updates, I think I'll also give like an 8 for those. I think a lot of them are interesting. I think some that I think are going to raise maybe a couple of red flags with people, especially with the new Endgame stuff. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on. So for both, yeah, I got like an 8 overall for both your story and QOL updates. I'd say it's pretty good. Not as hype for me as like 2.4, because I guess that's Septimont, like a brand new region to explore, but still pretty high for what we've got.
Dude, I cannot pay attention. I have to close your chat, man. I just see wrong and I see a specific emote that I should not be looking at. I'm just laughing my ass off every time I see that emoji.
All right, guys. Whatever we're doing to stun lock some of the participants, maybe we chill or maybe we don't. But yeah, I think one of the big things that I noticed particularly about the lineup for 2.6 is that it doesn't seem like they seem to have a lot of events, but maybe not that many combat ones.
There's none.
So I'm interested if there's going to be
events.
some new stuff announced, or if like the changes and updates to the end games and the game modes is supposed to be sort of the alternative. But yeah, that would kind of make it 2 patches if there were no combat events. 2 patches without them, which is a little bit suspect in a game with combat this good. That's just my take.
It's strange.
All right, Glade, what about you?
I'm very excited for the new characters, actually. More than the story, I want to know, like, Augusta. This patch, we got that slideshow shit. I want to learn more about Augusta. Personally, I like the convene animation is fucking amazing. It lacks a motorcycle. I do think Augusta with a motorcycle will look so much better. I just don't get.
Yeah, I also think she should be wearing a leather suit, like a BDSM suit.
Yeah. It's actually lacking, to be honest.
I want to get and a zipper. I want her to get anal fissures from simply putting her.
Yeah, she needs a vagina zipper like Scar's fucking now deleted cock zipper.
Bring the
He got nerfed. Scar got nerfed really hard, not gonna lie.
True. I also think that the patch is pretty stacked with like new events. There's like a puzzle, and there's this tower defense thing.
God,
when I was playing Genshin, when I was playing Genshin, when I was a Hoyo Shield defender shit, the tower defense for Genshin is my favorite mini game. So I'm very excited and like how they implement that shit. And other stuff like
Genshin too. To be honest,
I wish
like I think
it looks better. It looks better, yeah. I don't know about
it looks like a revamped version of the Theater Mechanicus. I think that's how
Theater Mechanicus. Yes, that's my favorite. Yes, I would play. Takes so much time to clear, but I would actually take the time to like.
I actually enjoyed that. That was one of the most.
The co-op as well. You can play like co-op and shit too. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
That's about it though. I like it.
Yeah, the gameplay that they had for the new TD mode, which is like Tacit Discord TD, it's like, oh man, TD means so many things now in Wuwa, right? It looked like pretty fleshed out, and like the main thing that I liked about it is that it looked like messy. In the sense where like there's like 7,000 like mobs, they're like clipping through each other, and then like they almost look like they're like all sharing this. Like that's that's like what I want in a TD. I want it to look like a fucking mess. I want it to look like almost like a disaster, because like that's what pretty much every single TD that's what like every single TD back in the day was like looking like. And so yeah, I think we gotta wait and see what the gameplay for that feels like. Think it should be solid. All right, Legions.
I pretty much right now with Wuthering Waves have only been playing it and treating it like a story game, because everything else outside the combat events I just don't give a shit about. And there's no combat events again. I'm probably gonna do the tower defense one though, because it looks really fun. Yeah. But the thing I was most excited about was definitely the story. It looks like it's getting darker, and apparently the guy that did or wrote the story for the Selena quest in PGR, which is like one of the darkest ones, is the one that's writing this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so yeah, for 2.6 and 2.7. So I think it's gonna be really good, but I know we're gonna talk about it later on more in depth, but I think the thing that got me the most excited was remember the trailer that they released like last week? What was it that like kind of teased the rest of
the finale?
The finale. Like in the beginning, yeah. And in the beginning, they show like this really short like scene with Cardathea, kind of like almost like it looked like she was kind of saying goodbye, kind of thing. Yeah. And then we got that teaser with Galbrenna at the end. That is like the character I was most excited about, since they teased all the characters. Yeah. I was like, I love 2.6. I'm excited for it, but now after seeing that teaser, I just want 2.7 like immediately.
Yeah.
Like, so good.
Yeah. Thinking about that, like specifically because of 2.5, because of them killing a character, even if the character is playable, okay, yeah, she's alive as a Sonora. Okay, anyways,
well, it's like
she's dead.
She's alive. What?
She's alive there. As I was saying, basically, like it leads the question if Cardathea is actually going to die in 2.7 or not. But you know, that's a thing that's.
It sounds like Galbrenna was saying like she's after like the Threnodian inside Cardathea.
She's like an assassin, bro.
So it's more like maybe like a separation of the two.
Yeah, because like with the Black Shores, they were saying like, oh, she needs to go back to the Avenolian because like she's like absorbing resonance energy around her without even knowing. Like she's getting out of control. So I feel like she knows, like probably deep down Cardathea knows like the only way for all this to end is if she dies, because she's like the perfect vessel. There's no way the Threnodian lets her go, lets her live without, you know, trying to take over her body. So
we saw that in the cinematic as well before she released, like the big one that everyone was like crazy over, that she lost control.
Oh yeah, true.
Yep.
So yeah, I think a lot of this conversation that we're having when it comes to her is definitely like in line with the ending of the 2.5 overture quest for Augusta, where you kind of have Augusta and Yuno looking over the cliff, right? And I think there you hear like a whisper in the background in like the audio track. Augusta says there's a storm coming, and then you see Avenolium, right, with the vortex around it in the background as that conversation is happening, right? So I think that's some pretty clear foreshadowing that Cardathea is going to be kind of like the issue, the storm that's going to come forth, and you know, kind of kick off the rest of the story. And then we'll see that probably in 2.7 with Galbrenna.
Galbrenna is a storm that is approaching.
I was thinking the exact same.
I love how Nero coded she is. I was like, that's literally Nero. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can't
like
wait.
A little demon thing speaking to her too.
Yes.
True. Right. She's got the companion, the partner.
Yep.
Do you guys think that's an echo?
An echo?
Do you think it could be an echo? Because remember they said that
it's just a voices in her head. Rare. It's just a voices in her head.
She's just fucking crazy.
She's just schizo.
Yeah.
She's just like Ray.
They got sentient echoes with voices. I think that's one thing they should really explore a little bit more. Echoes with like more personality. Because I'm not gonna lie, how badass would it have been if like Cadanto had one voice line during 2.2? He only said one thing.
Ridicito Raguna was supposed to kind of be more about like Echoes having sentience and intelligence, and we've kind of seen some of that, but not to like a huge extent. Like that's kind of the reason we went in the first place for Abby, right?
I guess you see a little bit like they showed the otter echoes and they were blacksmiths. So I was like, this is like Monster Hunter. This is
like Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
This is awesome.
It's
I mean, there was a pretty large focus on the horny chicken in the live stream. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the design of that chicken was a bit off. I'm going to be real with you there. I was sort of just like, Nah, you missed with this one. Just
Was not it.
I thought the horn was cool. The horn was pretty badass.
The horn.
I hate
The entire thing, basically.
Terrible design.
Yeah,
Horny things.
like headless chicken vibes, and then it's just like 3 people
yeah.
tall.
The big dinosaur was cool though.
15 Carlottas tall.
Yeah, about 15. Yeah, 15 regular sized Carlottas tall. All right, Sticks.
All right, I think the best part about going last here is that everyone else covers everything you wanted to talk about.
I'm actually going last.
Okay, well, I wasn't counting you, but I mean, so I actually,
Not included.
I think the best parts of the entire live stream were the flight, the 15 limited pulls and the 10 weapon pulls, as opposed to the 5 regular, 5 limited from login events previously. But and I know we touched on Galbraith a little bit, but I think the standout part of the live stream to me was the fact that we're still continuing Cardathia's story. Because one issue with a lot of gacha games, and more specifically Wuwa for a lot of its life, was that there's no core cast of characters, and they just kind of like migrate to whatever character is featured in, you know, the new patch, the new limited character. So seeing Cardathia be a focal point of so many patches and establish her as a, you know, her backstory, her lore, and integrate her so deeply into the foundation of Renacida, and then seeing that payoff with her, and then seeing her interactions with all these different characters, and characters that aren't even introduced yet seem to, you know, relate to her in some way, is just like that level of storytelling and depth is something that I've wanted to see from Wuwa for a long time now, and we're finally getting to see that payoff. So to me, that last, like, you know, 25-30 second teaser between Galbraith and Cardathia was just like, that stole the entire thing for me. And I think because like Legions, the story is kind of the thing that I'm most interested in the game. You know, I love the combat, I love the exploration, but the thing that makes me come back is the story, and it's just gotten exponentially better since. And I can't wait to see how they manage to complete 2.7 and 8 and 6, of course, with Yuno and Augusta. And I'm super excited to see how they end up teasing Chisa.
Yeah, Chisa's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think one of the great things that Wuwa has undeniably done with, you know, both like the teaser that we had on YouTube and, of course, right, the teaser that we just had on the live stream, was give us an actual reason to care a lot about the new characters that are coming out. Because I think a lot of people are still wondering, right, well, not really with Galbraith anymore, like, what are they going to do? Why are they here, right? We haven't seen them yet. Or like Chuyan in a similar sense, or like you just said, Chisa, right? But it seems like they found a good way to actually tie in why these characters are even showing up in the first place, and you know, makes it more than just selling the newest unit. Because I'll be entirely real here, right? A lot of the gacha games that are on the market right now, it sometimes feels like the story is designed around selling the units versus actually making the story around the units, right? It seems like the story's already established, and then the new units are put in, and then they kind of retrofit the story, take out some stuff, replace some things so that the new characters fit in to the plot that they already had. But Wuwa, I'm gonna be honest, in a lot of ways doesn't really feel like that, because it's like a bit of a collection of smaller stories, right? And now we're kind of like weaving into like the main conflict, because it seems like it's been like a lot of like small things that have been occurring at once, but now it's finally starting to, you know, we're finally starting to see the full picture, and I think it's panning out. But yeah,
I think,
sorry, Age.
I just wanted to say, like, one thing on that point too is, I think one thing that they've been doing a really good job and recently to build onto that whole world building and character building and making them feel like actual people is the fact that they've also been giving the characters themselves more interactions with one another outside of the rover's presence too. Because there's the whole joke, everyone's like Wuthering Waves, but the way that story was told before was quite prominently, you know, involving Rover. And while there's nothing wrong with that, you know, after a certain point, sometimes it becomes a little bit, oh, why is Rover doing everything? Like, why are we're basically witnessing the story only through Rover's eyes. And then sometimes that kind of fuels into the whole, it feels like they're just trying to sell a character to me, rather than these are actual characters that exist in the world. And so that's why, like, for me with 2.4 specifically, I was so excited to see that they gave Cardathia and Lupa so much development outside of the rover's presence, because it really helped me solidify that, okay, the characters can also have relationships, and I get to finally see them existing, and get to see all this character building outside of the like main story that I am involved with as the MC. And obviously with the whole Galbrina and Cardathia tease that we're seeing, and also with Iuno and Augusta's implied relationship, even though we haven't seen too much yet, it's really nice to see that they are starting to develop these other connections as well, because it really does add to the overall feeling of, okay, this world is alive. This world is alive outside of just being a world that we are exploring as like a game character. So
stuff's
I am also really
actually
looking forward to that.
happening when Rover isn't on the screen. I think that was like a major point of feedback, right? It feels like literally nothing is going on in the story unless the main character is there. And yeah, there's been so much in the recent updates where it's just like, yeah, two characters off screen. Rover's not even like related or part of it, but we're getting kind of like that, that viewer perspective. And in a sense,
we see the real test of it is going to be 3.0. If they actually like involve 1.0 or 2.0 characters in 3.0 and they learned from their previous mistakes. I think that's where we actually really see if they're going to follow through on what they keep doing and keep introducing new characters while
the other.
I'm not.
No, do we really want to see our stalker Yang Yang appear in 3.0?
Dude, hey, I will not take Yang Yang sling here. Okay.
You know what? I want to see Yang Yang die and then get turned into a new 5-star unit. Yep.
Okay.
I want to see her die and then get turned into a 5-star.
That's Galbrina. That's the same character.
They got the feathers and stuff.
You didn't see that theory? Yeah, they got the feathers.
Yang Yang is Galbrina.
Yeah, they've got the feathers.
That was the stupidest theory I've ever saw.
All right. You know what? For sure, they're gonna show more of Carlos for sure in 3.0. He was gonna be the main character. Calsharo will finally shine, guys. Trust.
Yeah,
I mean that's what I was thinking, right? We need some sort of way to get introduced to a new region. Why not use an existing character? All right. So I guess that's enough of like sort of like the initial first thoughts, the impressions on the update, right? There are a couple of things for us to get through, a couple of like categories. What I wanted to get started off with when it comes to this discussion is the main one, right? The new units, right? Because we can always talk about like stories, we can always talk about like like themes, all of that, but the main appeal of an update most of the time is the release of the new characters. And Augusta and Yuno have been teased for quite a while, right? Since basically the start of the 2.4 live stream, showed up a little bit during the update, and now we're finally going to get a chance to play them for real. What are just some initial thoughts about like the kit, the design, maybe the new Sonata sets as well? Kind of like, getting into a bit more gameplay over here.
Pete.
Yep. I'm S6ing her. That's my first S6 character.
I really like how much attention to detail they've put into not just like the way the characters look, but how they relate them to their own lore and how deep they go into like other mythologies to kind of incorporate into everything. Like with the laurels, and she has like a lot of like Greek references in her like design in her kits, her having a lot of like laurel wreath references kind of representing strength, and also her as like Daphne the nymph who got turned into like a laurel tree to kind of escape a bad, like she was being hunted, right? We're going to a hunt. Daphne was hunted and had to turn herself into a laurel tree, and we saw a lot of that like in the trailer. I just really like how much the devs are paying attention to building their characters way more in depth than people realize. They've done it with Augusta too, and I think it's just like really cool personally.
Do you know when Augusta is being released? In August.
Yep. and she's supposed to be Emperor Augusta, right? Emperor August, yeah. That's a really cool reference there.
Oh shit!
Even just, like,
this month is August.
Yep.
Oh.
What? Why the hell is Yuno not named?
Oh my god, Augusta and August. Oh my god, I'm mind blown.
Is Glaive retarded? Sorry.
Wait,
I meant to be on
monkey
mute.
brain and neuron activation just happened.
What? Interacted.
I will say, I think these two characters have the best animations that we've seen in a long time. I like how they are doing with a lot of characters now. Like you do an ult and it's like a whole new kit, right? Like I like that it's not just you pop an ult and that's it. They do a move like a lot of other gachas do, and then that's it. You don't.
It
You're
feels
just
a bit more
watching the
PGR
screen
in
play
that
out.
sense.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I think Yuno's is pretty much you just use her skill and that's it. Her ult and then it goes back to normal gameplay. But Gusta's is God, her gameplay looks phenomenal. She's like shadow stepping all over the place.
Like an enhanced form.
But
And she wraps her leg around her sword like a strip.
With her thigh. Yeah.
That's why her thighs are so big, you know?
That's what I was just gonna get at. Like their actual the flow of their animations in every single little movement is so detailed and intricate. It's actually insane how much detail they put into these animations.
Yeah, I was gonna say they didn't reveal that much information at fucking all about the characters during the actual gameplay reveals. They gave the most vague descriptions of their kits imaginable. And
did they even talk about the new sets? I don't even think they did, right? No.
They just showed them.
It's on the
I believe.
It's on the thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
What do you call this?
I think the new stuff, I think the character kits are actually still in the middle of development, and that's why they were a little bit vague about what's going on. So I think they have a couple of iterations still left to go about how they want the mechanics to play out. But we can get some general thoughts, right? Let me actually just pull up what the page is looking like right now. Yeah,
am I crazy or it's 3-piece?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have 2 new 3-piece sets. The first one basically is when you gain a shield, you increase your attack by 6% and crit damage by 4%, and it stacks up to 5 times, right? So it's going to be about 30% attack, 20% critical damage.
That's the Augusta one, right?
Yeah,
that's the Augusta one, and that makes you assume, right, the character kit's going to have a shield. Then we're going to have another one where it's casting an echo skill grants you 30% heavy attack damage bonus. There's no character in the game that kind of uses that. Maybe this is like a Rosia thing. Yeah, maybe you actually put this on Rosia and then you buff the Cantarella Rosia for Lova team. I think that's the only use case in the game right now.
Yeah.
Lova doesn't do heavy attack damage though, so you wouldn't want to put this on her. You want to put
any sort of echo skill.
That's a forte,
I guess.
Yeah, so what we noticed during the live stream, during Augusta's gameplay, was that she does have a shield that pops up when her kit is used.
She gives it to your teammates.
Yeah.
No healer needed.
So that's available.
Yuno does not have heavy attack on her kit? If that's the case?
I don't think...
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I don't think Yuno was mentioned to be heavy attack. And the thing is that I think Yuno heals. That was kind of the big thing that was mentioned about her kit, is that she heals.
It's just weird the wording on that set too, because it says casting echo skill grants 30% heavy attack to the caster. So if you swap her out, it gets rid of that. So
so that's why I'm saying
so weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Rosia seems like the only one, because she has echo skills built into her kit. And she also does heavy attack damage.
I just don't see a way though that they released Sonata sets that isn't for the upcoming characters. So there's just no way around that this is going to be for Yuno.
I feel like that has
I'm just
to be,
implying that she's going to have a lot to do with that. So there's just no way that they don't.
I feel like those 2 sets are literally made for. I mean,
it's been
Crown of
every
Valor,
single patch.
Augusta.
Every single patch has been
Harmony.
Guys, do you guys remember when Gusts of Welkin came out? Yeah, that was a Chikona set, and it came out a patch before Chikona released. So Kuro does have a track record of releasing sets early for characters, and they're not actually, because a lot of people thought Gusts of Welkin was supposed to be used on Arrow Rover. No, you don't. No, you don't use it on him. You use it on Chikona. So I think if you're using Gusts of Welkin on Arrow Rover,
DPS Arrow Rover all the way, dude. I'm telling you.
It literally doesn't
clear tower.
It literally doesn't. It doesn't work properly. Yeah, it's that's a bit of a self-report.
Self-report.
That's a bit of, if you're using Gusts of Welkin on Arrow Rover, that is a self-report that you do not read.
I've played to your way with it. What can I say? It's fine.
True.
At least Cap has built Arrow Rover, okay?
Hey, I guess that's where the bar is, ladies and gentlemen. Do keep that in mind. All right, so I guess that's a good little chat about the characters. That's a good little chat about
I have one more thing to say about the characters, actually.
Yes.
move on. Yeah, it's actually back about the animations. Like one thing I also noticed, because we were talking about the details for the animations earlier, was with, you know how certain characters will have different kind of like weights to their abilities. Like Zani also had very like heavy punchy abilities with the animations and how it feels. Obviously Augusta also has that kind of punchiness in her kit as well. And then I only noticed it when they put them side by side, because they showed Augusta first and then right after. But even like, just within like how the characters feel, because obviously Augusta and are kind of like yin yang, they're kind of opposites that form one whole. Even just the way that the characters, their combat feels just visually, you have Augusta who's super like heavy, oomphy, and then not Augusta, I'm sorry, my brain. Yuno's all of her animations are completely floaty. She's always floating around.
Very playful.
All of her animations are super like watery, and even so basically just even like within like what they represent as characters and aesthetically and in the story and everything overall, it's like they put so much detail into how they design it, and it amazes me. I felt like they care. Thing was really cool.
I was actually gonna say, like the sun and moon motifs are really baked into their kit, where like you said, right, Augusta has the hard-hitting attacks, but then when she uses her liberation, she starts slashing super fast. Right. And then with her baseline kit attacks really fast, but then when uses her liberation, she starts firing off like heavy charged shots in the air, right? Takes a little bit longer to do those attacks.
Almost like they're heavy attacks.
Yeah, so they kind of alternate between like fast attacks and more like heavy hitting attacks.
What if that's the heavy attack that they were talking about from the set? Also, I want to talk about something. The weapons. Oh my god, the Yuno's gauntlets, dude, those moons, like
so fucking cool.
It looks so
crescent
beautiful.
Moons,
it looks so beautiful.
I was gonna say I'm making that shit invisible on her. Like she already has a weapon. Don't just what's the point?
Yeah, true.
I was gonna say the gigantic fucking ring that she's holding around. You know what I mean? It's like I don't think it's.
Chat knows I'm right. Chat knows I'm right.
Speaking of animations,
I didn't like her weapon. I thought it was too much. Like I was like, oh, it's like. I don't know about that.
I think
Augusta's one looks really cool though.
Like the rocks getting stuck together with the electricity. It looks so cool.
Wasn't that just
magnetism?
It's her alt weapon. It's her alt weapon.
Yeah. She got the magnetism forte.
Does Kudo hate swimming though? No, you're fine. So as Age was mentioning the animations, can like literally float across the water, and then we had like Kardathi being able to in her fleur-de-lis form walk along the water. Does Kudo just hate water swimming now?
No one likes swimming.
They don't hate water. But the last time they made a character swim faster, people freaked the fuck out. So maybe that's why they don't want to do that.
Yeah, but now can float rapidly across it, so that's even faster.
I think
what's faster? Flight.
Exactly.
Flight is faster.
I think what they're doing is they're just making like this quality of life really just like additional flavor for the character. Like it's so not useful in any context, any of this shit. Like, hey guys, when's the last time you used fleur-de-lis floating form in the overworld to walk on the air?
It's so fucking slow. I took one screenshot and I was like, I'm good now.
Yeah,
that's it. It's like, for photos.
Like it's like these quality of life exploration things, they're basically just like fucking
it's just an extra cell for the character.
It's like an Easter egg on like the characters. You're not actually going ahead and actively using them. It's just a flex. It's just an Easter egg. I wouldn't like I haven't noticed one that's dramatically going to impact gameplay at all.
Apart from Peeb, I guess, is like the most.
Like the main one was.
I was thinking about Peeb actually.
The main one always use Peeb for like chest hunting.
But that's like because there's no flight in 1.0, and you would use Phoebe in 1.0 to be like broken and traversing.
Even in 2.0, a lot.
No, it's a bit different because flight you go so fast that you can't spot things. With Phoebe, it's almost like you're going slower, so it's a bit easier to spot things. I guess it's one of the complaints that I have usually with flight is that
I just use the resonance thing and fucking scan all the chests and I just fly to it. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're adding actually more of the things on the map now too.
It's bigger. The area is bigger.
All right. Looks like we're getting into some quality and life stuff. I think we'll be saving that for
sorry.
later. But yeah, I guess we're just talking about like gameplay kits and stuff. I guess the overall takeaway is the characters are very cool. They're very well designed. A lot of great aspects to them and reasons to pull. What about the story? What about the plot? All of that. Unless there are any last thoughts that we want to share about the characters.
So much happening.
Surely Yuno will be okay.
I will
She looks like she's
surely she
fine.
won't die, right?
She looks like she's
I will
fine.
say the way that Kuro is able to masterfully like foreshadow things very, very early. You guys remember that trailer where apparently if you played it backwards, it would actually play the order that things were supposed to happen, where it showed the moon getting corrupted and everything. They actually showed it in the trailer where the moon is like hollowed out, which is essentially like showing that Yuno is probably going to get corrupted. She had that
Yuno
whole
was
moment
laying
of
in a
like
dark tide pool. Like she was. Yeah.
And she had that moment of what did she say exactly? It was something like, the moment that I was supposed to see the clearest, I closed my eyes. You know, why did I close my eyes? I think that Yuno is going to be like a huge, massive reason of not reason, but like kind of a catalyst to like what happens.
Because how much can you trust her? Like,
yeah,
the visions
exactly.
at this point.
Because that's the thing. Augusta like trusts her so blindly that she's like, yeah, whatever she says, I follow. Because like she's the priestess, the prophet. She can see the prophecy of what's going to happen. So then, you know, what if she's shown the wrong prophecy and they just follow it, and you know, that's it. It's
my hope is that it's not just a one and done kind of story, as in Augusta and Yuno's story are just introduced and then completed all in 2.6, and that these kind of stretch out for multiple patches, kind of like Cardathia's, because they are.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it's done in 2.6.
Yeah,
I think they might linger into 2.7, but it won't like go past that.
The impact.
Like,
I would like that too. I would like that too, but then you got to think like 2.7 is going to be Galbrena and Blind Master Dude, and then 2.8 is most likely going to be Introduction to New Federation. So
I feel like the New Federation, it's like from Huan Long, and Rinashita is like a different place, and there's a lot more cities to explore still in Huan Long. So it's not going to be.
But I do think that
showing up. Oh, good. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. But I do think like in 2.7 particularly, especially because of the, you know, finale trailer, it does seem like they are aiming to do some sort of like everyone comes back together to have one final confrontation against everything. So like that's what I mean by I think that Augusta and Yuno are probably going to linger and basically tie into 2.7, and then obviously Galbrena will come in and, you know, mess up stuff with Cardathia, and then that'll all come to a head, and then we're gonna fight off the dark tide together, and then everyone's happy and
2.6
not dead.
2.6 feels like we're set up for failure. That's how I feel. This is we've had a lot of success after success of every like issue we've come up against, and I feel like this is the one where we're actually going to fail. This is our failure moment. So
even 2.5 was a little bit of a failure too, because he lost the tier. He let Cristoforo get away.
Yeah, it really felt like that scene from Marvel, from when Thanos actually gets to get all the stones, right? And Peter Quill just it turns around and is like, did we just win? Wait, what happened? I thought we won. It's kind of what it felt like in 2.5. Plus, I have an idea what the hell Christopher is going to do with that.
I find it interesting too. Now you think about it, we haven't seen Cristoforo at all in any of these teasers.
Yeah, he's not even there for some reason.
Yeah.
They're busy.
So
they're back at the lab with the gem at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So they're cooking up something.
I think that Fraxidus is going to be on standby. We've had a lot of Fraxidus across the entire 2.0 arc. I think it'd be good if this update didn't have any.
I agree.
That's going to
bring them back in 2.8 or something.
That's going to be
no.
They wanted Cardathia to release the Threnodian. They want her to gain power, so they'll come back when that happens with her.
What do we even think she is? I was saying to my chat, I'm like, is she like some kind of Threnodian hunter? Like, because she's literally just after the Threnodian, like killing.
No, man, she was hired by Cristoforo. He paid with the goddamn tier, and she's gonna come after Cardathia as a mercenary to kill her for a bounty. That is definitely what's gonna happen in 2.7. I have no idea. We have no idea about that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, everyone just went quiet.
We gotta
like.
Yeah, we got to think a little bit about what that tier is going to do. It is the essence of the Threnodian, right? That's what the tier is like supposed to be, like the distilled, concentrated essence. So yeah, I guess we just got to find out more. We'll probably get a hint or two across the 2.6 quests about what that's going to be.
I find it interesting too, like we saw in that trailer they released last week of Frolova doing something with the tier. So obviously she's not dead, right? But it's
like
the
her
tier's like
physical
We don't know how much of that is true, though. Like, we don't know if what we're seeing is like actually things that can happen or kind of reference
that's
to.
the thing too, because that trailer was like half like showing things that happened already, and then like things that are gonna happen. So we don't know if that was like previous or
they like to tease us.
the current. Yeah,
I'm sure.
Okay.
I like that they're not just showing us like the thing I had wrong with Honkai Star Rail's live streams is they literally fucking spoiled the entire fucking quest in every live stream. I was like, bruh, like what is the point?
That's not the Honkai style
that's
thing.
the Hoyo. That's the Hoyo model.
That's the Hoyo way.
They just talk about the quest in all their live streams.
But with the way Kuro does it, it's like they just leave you with more questions than you had before you even went in. So like I love that they do that with their trailers.
Yeah, it actually gives you a reason to play it, not just watch the fucking cutscenes. Like,
it whets your
almost like it's as intended to be a teaser trailer, you know.
The funny thing is that you can watch the like all the cutscenes from like one of the Hoyo games and their updates, and then compare it to the live stream, and you're like, wait,
you missed like 30
like
seconds.
90%. We already saw like 90% of this during the live stream.
Yeah.
So what's the point of actually playing it since we already saw it?
To sit there for 8 hours and stare at the back of Trailblazer's head. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and also look at the black screen and white text, of course. I forgot about.
True. And don't forget the red text now.
All right, enough shade to the worst games. That's our thoughts on the story. Anything else that's really top of mind when we think about like the story trailer, all of that? I guess the thing is that the discussion is going to be something that's, you know, naturally going to be super incomplete. We know they're on a hunt. We know they're doing all of that. And we know that something bad is supposed to happen. But we don't really know what it is. But we all know that like that Venom-looking motherfucker, like that's clearly Venom coded, right? The new boss.
Am I the only one that's getting sick and tired of the Thundering Memphis design of these bosses?
Yeah.
The Thunder, really? That one looked like very unique to me. It almost looked like,
no, maybe it's because I didn't see enough
tentacles and shit.
Like bro looks like bro's like skinny. He looks like a JoJo character, like all like fucking like this and shit. Like
really, I was thinking about different things.
Oh my god.
I was thinking about hentai.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll see. The boss.
Hear me out, man.
The boss fight looks pretty interesting.
Okay.
Oh wait, does Glaive need his medication? His horny medication?
No.
The neurons fight again.
I heard him say, "Hear me out."
Geeking out, bro. His avatar's eyes are just.
I heard him say, "Hear me out," and you already know what that means.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. What? Are we gonna talk about it? I'll be happy to.
You are the only one wanting to talk about it.
On that note, I'm going to the bathroom.
What?
You made the old Maguna leave even with that comment. That's crazy. That's impressive.
He's not joking. What an amazing time. All right. So that'll be the story part of the live stream. All right. Now I think it's time for us to start talking a little bit about.
Oh boy.
Why not? Let's start talking about we talked a little bit about the events. Why don't we get into those? I think we got a tower defense one. We got a bunch of the exploration things, kind of like the traditional stuff that's going to be in the patch. But I know there's like another sort of like game mode-y one that I feel like I'm missing. I might go back to the live stream to like double check.
Was the one with like the moons for that gives buffs or something.
Yes, exploration buffs.
They're kind of like forcing you to do it well, not forcing you, but you can do it once a day and you get a certain buff for that day.
Yeah.
But if you do it all at the same time,
because don't they reset?
They'll override each other. But you just know everyone's going to do it all at once. Like people are, people. But I really wonder like what those buffs are and if they're trying to encourage people to play around with it. Like, hey, come play the game, come try it out, come have a bit of fun. I wonder if they're fun buffs.
It'll probably just be some loose shit like, okay, you'll get like double materials drops from like, mining or like double mat drops from like, mint picking for like an hour or something like that.
Or like you could just travel faster or something like that, like twice speed.
Yeah, or like 25% movement speed, 2x collection, stuff like that.
There's a returnee event too.
Oh yeah,
so
it is.
A referral,
You have to have friends for that, which a lot of gacha players don't have.
Who's gotten a single primo? Who's gotten a sorry, not primo? Who's gotten a single asteroid from any of those returning events? Raise your hands.
Never. In any game.
Never in any game.
I don't have friends. Sorry.
Damn, even we can't get that shit. So yeah, I'm not sure how many regular players are getting that stuff. I don't really count the returning events. I feel like there are at least like three people on the globe who are actually getting the
It's
full
just a
reward.
formality.
Well, that was more. That was more with regards to Cap talking about motivating people to log in every day for the moon buff thing. So I was saying more like that, along with the returnee event. They're really trying to motivate people to come back and play, and to play more frequently and regularly.
Yeah,
So.
I think that like 2.5 definitely is one of the more dry patches for sure. No new hologram, no new combat events. No, there was no hologram.
This was
for
the first
2.5.
patch, I think, the entire time where I did the story and did absolutely fuck all, nothing else. I mean,
Oh, 2.5. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking 2.6 because I was like, I swear they announced one, right?
I did Tower Adversity, I think, and Whimpering Waves. That was it.
The current
Yeah,
2.5
and
event,
They added a
event is
new,
ass.
like 2 new floors, right?
Mhm.
Not too much stuff in there, right? But in 2.6, we're getting just a straight up just raw dog 20 pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's-
just
feels
10 limited weapon, 10 limited banner pulls, just out of nowhere, right at the end. Yeah, I guess that to me sort of like dispels a lot of like the rumors, right, that people have been having about Wuthering Waves going down in like pulls. It's like, oh, you guys were just in like the honeymoon phase when it comes to this game. Now you're going to be getting like Hoyo levels of income, right? Like 650, 60, 70 pulls a patch. But I think that like us getting like this 20 pull after a bit more of like a drier patch like 2.5 where there weren't as many is basically just like the confirmation, right, that Wuwa just has a fuck ton of fucking pulls.
Yep.
I don't really know what else to say. I'm pretty sure they're going to be at least like 100 plus during this patch, counting those, and that's just a lot.
You
right?
could argue that there might be a reason why they're just giving a fuck ton of pulls, because both these characters are like really cool, and the way
they're
We talked about how they're running Shorekeeper, Carlota, and
unskippable.
fucking
lots of
Augusta.
reruns, and the way
Yeah,
Wuwa
there's
is
a lot of
going with like
reruns.
team building and
Oh, there's a
weapons being more
Storekeeper?
Like,
important.
what the fuck?
It's hey,
I wanted to point out something also. I wanted to point out that this is the first time as well that we get 2 reruns at the same time. And according to a lot of people that are complaining about the fact that there is so many things to choose from,
that's
I think
why is that a complaint? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I
why is that a
know.
That
complaint?
never
You
makes
get to
sense
choose
to
what
me.
you want.
Guys,
Me
it's
neither.
just like the anniversary. Solon Lee actually has a gun pointed at your head, and you had to pull on all
Everyone.
10 of the anniversary banners, or you were gonna get your Wuthering
Yeah.
Waves account deleted.
It's the same thing
that's
as like Hawkeye Star Rail. Like I never cared that they have like 4 reruns. It's a good thing. More choice
Yeah.
is good. That's it.
Yeah, just more variety.
I think it's different depending on the rerun schedule of the game. You know, in HSR that like if a character reruns, there are so many fucking units in that game that because they release 2 characters every patch,
Yeah.
they're gonna rerun again in like 30 years.
Or you have like
right?
a Shenhe incident like in Genshin where it takes like 2 years or whatever to get a character to rerun.
More. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, Shanghai is only good because of Skirk right now in this specific instance. Because before that, she wasn't even that used, even in Rayalda's teams. But who am I to say? I don't play like anymore, so my opinion is invalid anymore. It doesn't matter my opinion.
I think the main thing is that Wuthering Waves seems to have really, really frequent reruns. I think like it's just it seems like some of the older characters seem to be the ones that are a bit more delayed. Think like your Yinlins, your Jians, your Shang Liaos. It seems like the newer ones that have come out at the very least seem to be very, very, very available. Especially Shorekeeper. She last ran in 2.2, guys. In
Yeah,
the
I think it's
2.2
her second
half.
time.
And even for new players, you can like pick her as well. So she's always
Yeah,
there.
so it's just like at this point, it seems like it's almost impossible not to have her unless you've been intentionally like planning your pulls to not be able to get her. I think that's. Does Age not have Shorekeeper?
Age is in Team Fuck Shorekeeper.
I listen.
Oh, 7.
Okay, the reason I don't have Shorekeeper is because for the most part, I just pull for characters I like. I don't care about meta. Yes,
good.
I have suffered from not having Shorekeeper.
Wait,
but
you
I
don't like
care.
Shorekeeper?
I actually I am a very vocal disliker of Shorekeeper's patch from 1.3, I
Oh,
think.
hell
Aegis so
no.
Because I felt like the writing, I felt like the writing was subpar to me. I just didn't enjoy it, and yeah.
So you
So
prefer
I just have no attachment to Shorekeeper as a character, so I don't really want to pull her. So I just have it, and so it's a little bit rough in some of the gameplay, but it's nice because a lot of the newer characters actually have been releasing in teams that don't require her as much, versus in other games where sometimes you have this character that's super versatile, like the ultimate support, right? So, but oh my god. But because the recent characters and the team comps and the kits have been more specific to like DPSs, because I know we've discussed this before, where they're starting to kind of release characters, like more mono attribute and more like releasing characters for a specific DPS kind of thing. It is becoming a lot less of an issue for me from not having Shorekeeper. She's still amazing and obviously more versatile, but yeah, like I do have to pull more, but I also am just like giga attached to all the new characters because the writing is so good now. So to me, it's less about the I need Shorekeeper for the meta and more I want to pull all of these characters because I love them, and then because I end up pulling them because I have no self-control, I have more team comps. So
yeah, and apparently is going to have some healing as well, and I think some people said she has I don't know if it's healing and shielding. But yeah, if she has shielding too, then that's even like more sustained, right? More sustained options. And the more characters like her, Brant, Cantarella that come out, the less you actually do need Shorekeeper, right?
There's more characters
because they'll
that
be
do,
able
like,
to fulfill the roles.
I mean,
more things with their
Wait a
kit,
minute.
right? Like Yuno has she does different things depending what like phase her moon is in. So like every character isn't just like a one-trick pony anymore. Like more characters can do more things for a team. Which is
wait a minute. Yuno is Aero. She provides healing, and she also provides shielding. So I guess we can just say rip Genshin, right? Because Genshin did all of that, and she was also Aero and Gauntlets as well.
Well,
and I don't think nobody plays Genshin
but who
anymore.
used Genshin?
It's not rest in peace right now.
I have an S6 one. I would let you know right now. Okay.
I think Johnson.
Was that willingly?
I'd still don't use her.
Yeah, it was a rest in peace back in like version 1.1 or 1.2.
Actually, the helicopter build was pretty good with Mortefi. So actually, I'm gonna bring it to the new floors. Okay.
Yeah, to use her as a Jinsei support. Yeah. I guess that's truly an option if you literally have nothing fucking else to use.
I'm gonna be honest. Shorekeeper right now is honestly pretty irrelevant too, because like the last couple Tower of Adversities, I have literally, dude, they're making these characters so strong. I've clapped the fucking boss in like 30 seconds. So it's like, I don't even need to heal. So, unless they make them harder, I don't know. I don't need, maybe with the 2 new floors that they added, which I'm sure we'll talk about later. But I don't know. Lately, Tower of Adversity has been so easy, you don't even need to use a healer.
Well, I mean, it could also just be you've gotten better at the game too, so you're just dodging everything.
No, Cardathea, and you can't deny Cardathea and fucking Carlota are just stupid broken.
Cardathea still solos the hazard players.
Cardathea solos it.
Yeah,
they're pretty easy to use characters, I would say. Yeah, other characters you got to have like some more input, but yeah, with Carlotta the enemy's frozen half the fucking time.
Yeah,
so
they messed up with that character, I think.
Yeah, and then with
baby mode,
Cardathea, you have 50,000 health. So yeah, dying on her is a little bit hard as well. All right, I guess we're already in the middle of the topic. Oh, by the way, Ethan joined. I think he did.
What up, boys?
I think he touched down a while ago, and managed to make his way here for the call. But new Endgame. I guess that's a topic that we can talk about. There's gonna be 2 new floors added to the TOA. I believe the total rewards are 100 asteroid, 120 of like the blue Doritos that you use in the store to, buy stuff like tuners and everything, and probably like 100,000 credits. How are we feeling?
It didn't say much about the stamina consumption, but I'm pretty sure it's instead of being 5 and 5, it's going to be like the left and the right turrets, right?
I doubt that.
I think it's going to be 5 and 5.
5 of 5.
They very
2 teams.
They very vaguely explained it. Did you guys notice? Were
didn't
they
show it.
saying that like you don't need to do the earlier stages anymore? They fucking worded that
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah. I think it's like
Wuthering Waves, right?
yeah, it's like
For
HSR.
that
Like
one, it's endgame mode in general. It's like when you full clear the previous, or like when you clear up to a
Yeah.
certain point from the previous mode, rather than forcing you to go through all of the easy levels again, they just auto clear the easy levels, so you only do the really hard
It's
ones.
probably like
the
one of
levels.
the
So
fourth
you're only
floors.
doing the
Exactly.
fourth stage? Oh, thank God.
ZZZ could never.
True.
Oh my God, playing that game Shiyu defense and then going into Shiyu defense 4, 5, 6. Good fucking God.
what you know like Jane Doe miasma?
No, that's floor 7. That's fine.
Oh shit. Oh,
It wasn't fine, but like you got to do Shiyu defense 4, 5, and 6, and like those take like 4 minutes each.
Yep.
They take like 3 to 4 minutes each because of how much HP the fucking monsters have. Brother, it's add that feature to fucking ZZZ, please. Add it to ZZZ.
Or just
Guys, I
don't
have
play
a
ZZ, you know, you save yourself.
I have a feeling that Sintonas doesn't like Hoyoverse games. I don't know. I might be getting the wrong impression.
Hey, that's the
here.
one.
No, me and him are actually
Yo,
no,
he's number one. He's number one zealous creator.
No. Me, him, Legions, and Glaive. We're actually doing a Stygian Onslaught run tonight around 7 p.m. EST. So yeah,
So
we're
specific
getting
things
into
I want you to
Stygian
do.
Oh
in
yeah,
Minecraft,
we're doing
we're speed running. We're pulling a renee. We're speed running Stygian Onslaught on
500 motherfuckers. I bet you I can clear it first solo. $500 by the way.
Yeah,
But
we're all
clear
making
what?
new Genshin Impact accounts and seeing how long it takes us to clear Stygian Onslaught.
Brother, you got to get through Sumeru first.
I'll see you guys in 2050.
I would rather
guys have no
drag
lives.
my nuts through glass.
Wait, so do you guys think this new 2 floors is actually going to be
Harder.
I don't want to say harder because like I low key I think the patch is great. Like I think it was an 8, but I do think that like the game like Augusta and Yuno just looks so fucking good. But I'm like, dude, I hate Wuwa, and I know we're getting 2 floors, but that's a monthly reset. Like, do you think that's enough? Because I was just gonna say,
the no combat events for 2 patches in a row feels really bad.
It's a little rough.
I guess you could say the tower defense is one, but not really.
That's the
Tower
thing.
defense looks cool, by the way.
Cooking.
I wish you could attack the enemies in the tower defense itself as well. Like anyone ever play like Sanctum or Sanctum 2?
Yep.
I don't play this. That's what
or
I
like
thought. If we
Castle
could do
Crackers
something
too.
like that, yeah, something like that would be like more sick. So we actually get involved.
Oh, like Gears 2 as well. Like you put the shit down, and then you go fight. I think the tower defense shit looks dope. I just feel like we had a tactical hologram boss rush before. We've had the other fucking event in 2.4. Like, I mean, like, I'm not asking for anything crazy. I just think like rotating like one of those every 2 patches or like 8
Am I the only one that liked
the best events?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that liked the card game? Like, I thought that it was fun.
Oh
no, it was cool.
That was
Everyone liked it.
I hope they bring it back and evolve it.
But this is the thing, right? Peaks of Prestige was in 2.4, and they also had like Virtual Crisis and all this other shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm just still absolutely baffled by the fact that we just haven't reran the co-op hologram event yet.
Yeah,
with the
like
new fucking,
that was the best event in the game.
Put in the Kelpie, put in Arsenosa, like,
and
just
now
put
Lady of the Sea. You know,
like all these new enemies. Just make it the hologram event, and then just like it's so easy. Everyone loves playing it. Nobody, I don't think anyone dislikes it because you could just do it solo as well. It's like it's great.
I did it
like,
solo. It was more fun that way.
and everything. It's just I don't know.
Well, you have no friends, so it makes sense.
That's true.
Okay.
They're just
your mom is my only friend.
They're just not,
well, my mother actually died a couple years ago, so evidently you have no friends. So that stands to reason.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ!
Do you guys both need to have a conversation one-on-one with each other outside? I feel like
sexual. Why'd you make that sound so sexual?
Do you want invited, Saint? Is that what you're alluding to?
You want to watch? Do you want us to pull up the cup chair?
Do you need us to give you a free membership to our OnlyFans? Is that it?
Yeah, man, I think you guys should just play the co-op hologram event together. I feel like, honestly, bringing it back to Wuwa, if the co-op hologram event was around, we wouldn't have these fucking conversations. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. True.
That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't have two middle-aged men flirting on my podcast with each other.
Who the fuck you call middle-aged, bro? Just because I'm bald?
Oh, you're right. You're Grant. You're Ung. You're Ung. You're not middle aged, bro. It's Unk now.
Thank you. I like the Unk title. I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I do think though it's just silly. Like I feel like realistically, a lot of people hate Wuwa after this. Oh, I hate Wuwa as well. 0 out of 10 patch. 7 out of 10. I feel like right now Wuwa's shit. But whatever, put that aside. Eventually they'll fix it. The monthly resets of like, hey, I do TOA in a month, and then I do Wuwa in a month. I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. Like, I want to pull both of them in their weapons, but I'm like, bro, that is like so much money just to do TOA and a hologram.
Yeah.
If they could just put in their previous events, I'm not even asking for anything fucking new. Doesn't need to be permanent. You got to fucking rotate them. I think it'd be perfect. I really do.
The problem with like the updates, right, with TOA, having the two new like towers, it's a whole new team. It's a whole new team you have to invest in. That's more characters to pull. That's really the problem here. Whether if they make it that and more difficult, that's two things. We've increased the amount of investment you need and the difficulty as well. That's going to be an issue. So it's definitely, more characters, more pulling.
Do we think with the auto clearing the early stages that means we don't have to use characters on that stages?
No, they could.
They didn't really explain shit.
So you can essentially think about it this way, right? You right now in the TOA effectively only need 2 teams to clear it anyways, because you kind of run like your B team, right? Your B team DPS is like you can literally get like a level 60 guy and go solo the first floor, no issues. And so those are the ones that are going to be auto completed, right? The ones that you're using like bum characters on anyways. And so I guess the thing is for tenured accounts that have like a level 70 Calcharo that can just clear all the floors, or you just have more than like more than 2 DPSs, you will need a third team, right? Because you'll have 8-8, then 5-5, and then another 5-5, right? In the third floor. But I guess the thing is that you'll be building an entire additional team for incrementally the same exact thing as 100 asteroid, right? And then all the blue Doritos and stuff. And so it is, I think the cost of not having a third team is literally like so low relative to like other endgame modes where, it's like an entirely new one. And then you feel like you need specific characters to even be able to clear it on the baseline difficulties, like fucking Stygian Onslaught. This is like probably going to be an endgame where it's not going to feel like you need a certain unit because none of the TOA resets have ever felt like that. And so if it's just like 100 additional asteroid plus the Doritos, all of that, 100k credits, it's like, okay, the rewards at a baseline aren't even that massive anyways. Yeah. And a whole new team for 100 more asteroid, it's like not having that third team, I don't feel like it's going to be like a fucking game-breaking thing for a lot of people. Couldn't you say people make the same
argument for like Memory of Chaos in Honkai Star Out? Like if you want to do floor 10, it's not that much more of a difference, right?
Well, you don't need an additional team to do.
No, but a lot of the time the point being like the new characters is really the thing, isn't it? So I'm kind of I'm just comparing the value of what you get out of doing one more stage of an end game. That's really it.
That's the thing, right? Is you need the new characters in Honkai Star Rail to even complete the stage. These are 2 new stages added, and sure, it'll be an issue, right? If it's like if the new stages literally read, if you don't have Augusta, you deal 0 damage. That would be terrible, right? If that was in there. I don't think that the new TOA is going to be, if you don't have Augusta and you can't do it.
Do you think that they're going to have different buffs for the second set of towers? Like that's going to be important. Like are we just going to have like 2 different attributes that are buffed for all of them, for all 4 towers? If so, that might be an issue. If the last 2 towers are also more difficult, that might be something coming into play.
I think we just need to see like what the floors settings are for the 2 new towers. I would imagine that they're probably going to be different. If they really wanted to make it as like least as low predatory as possible, they'd probably just make the last 2 floors like have no attribute
Like they used to.
resistance.
Do it like they used to before they made the change.
Yeah, they probably just have like no modifier at all, and then go about it that way. So we'll just see.
I mean, the biggest issue was in 2.3, specifically with the Zani. I think that's the worst designed flaw in face. I think it was the second, or was it the first one? I think it was the first one in 2.3 with the Zani with the Spectral Fragile
I think it was
buff plus the BB buff. That was the worst it got, right? And in my eyes, the fact that afterwards they did kind of the same for Kartiti, but at the same time also buffed other ARO units, kind of was better than the 2.3 one. So it does look like they are learning from their mistakes, but at the same time people are doom posting Wuwa because of the latest one, which I also agree that is also
I haven't done the latest one. Why is everyone so mad about the latest
one? Just don't do it, bro.
There's like 100 it's like 100-something% HP inflation. So like it's like basically for Lova's a tier 0 unit, everyone else is like tier 4. Like that's basically how it is.
Oh Jesus, okay.
I don't think
but at the same time, they kind of did the same. Like if you went to not Arushu, what was it? Wuwa Flex? I don't know. Like the one that gets the trackings of the speedrunners. Like you would see a major difference in 2.3 of the damage that Zani does, and also for the people in the call that already have Zani, of course. And the fact that they did change that proves that they can fix when they mess up, and I hope that they do they do fix the mess up that they did in
They've
Wuwa.
tried to do that in this patch, right? They added the burning waves, so the more you actually play, it's kind of like TOA in a weird way. The more that you play it properly and you have, you do your combat correctly, you get buffs quicker rather than at certain stages. So you're able to have buffs for longer.
We need to know.
There's no burning waves in Infinite Torrents, so that only applies to like.
Wait, really?
Oh, that's ass.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I changed my opinion.
Okay, that's a bit of a self-report. That's a bit of a self-report. Anyways,
I need it anyway. It's fine.
Not paying attention. Damn it, bro.
Hey, can I tell you something?
Casual.
I didn't even know burning waves was the thing until the live stream. Because I've literally just been clearing the shit so fast that
I think
I'm
a
like,
lot of people
wait, that's a
like
thing,
that.
chat?
They just
I didn't even know it was a thing.
Play the event. That's it.
Yeah, I literally didn't even know it was a thing.
I definitely know what Burning Waves is and what it does in the game mode.
Yes, Age! Yes, Age! Let's go!
Let's go!
I know that
right,
shit.
now I feel like I'm the only person on the call that knew how that mechanic worked. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and I guess the final takeaway that I'll make on the matter, and then we could probably just move on, is I know Blazion's bringing up the whole 2.3 Zani thing. That wasn't even bad, because that 2.3 update where they had the floor buff that was 100% Spectral Frazzle amp, that basically meant that everybody else on the roster was clearing at like the same exact normal time, about a 1-minute clear in the middle tower, and then Zani was doing it in 20 seconds. This isn't like a situation where every other team in the game is not able to clear and then only Zani's team clears at a regular time. It's Zani is literally clearing at like flash level speeds that no one else in the game has ever been able to do before. And then everyone else is just clearing
I like
as
that.
usual.
I think that's fun. That makes it interesting. Like feeling super powerful in a shield like tower, but also everyone else is doing just fine. It's fun.
Yeah, and
the
so
issue is when the towers start getting too much to those characters and they start ramping up the numbers, if that's a thing, of course, and the other characters aren't as good. But if they can clear as well, and those ones can feel like superheroes, yeah, sure, that's fine for me as well. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that was 2.3, right? And the idea and the hope is that the game does not go down the HSR route of have the newest character or somebody that really interacts with these buffs, or just go fuck yourself. That's kind of like how Wuwa is right now, so hopefully they'll fix that. And it's just, having that in the TOA as well would be rough too.
So would you say that people who spend money and like have dupes of characters and shit, they're not going to be phased, but it's the free to plays that are really going to be struggling with Whippering Waves and shit going forward?
Right now, I would say free to plays are probably not having a good time playing the game mode. They got to do some sweaty, outlandish shit to be able to get some reasonable.
Maybe that's why I haven't felt that.
High investment in characters these days. Like it's going that way.
Yeah.
I don't
Let
feel
whales
like
have one thing, man. Okay, Second.
Okay,
Second Joko, get out of my fucking chat room.
I was thinking to myself, I think Wuwa is not the type of game that you need cons. Like I did the S6 for Shakona for jokes and giggles, you know. But I feel like you don't need anything. Like, of course, you can get the weapon itself to complement the character, right? The best installed weapon. But other than that, I don't think you need to get any constellations at all on any limited character, actually.
Yeah, that's my recommendation. Don't just always go for S0 or 1 if you want to have the most fun with the game. But naturally, right, some people like on average for most people, but some people do like hitting big numbers, and I'm not gonna hold that against anybody.
Fucking pulling for S3 Carload and S3 Cardathea because I don't
play
even
the game
need to pay
less.
attention to mechanics. I just press buttons.
I choose not to use my S6 characters. Like I'd rather not use them.
You should actually S6 the characters that you hate the most because then you'll play them less.
Bro, turn the game into ZZZ, just a fucking button mashing simulator. How dare you?
I was thinking to myself about that. Like when I'm about to, for example, when you think about a character that is a DPS, I never want to think about getting any constellation. I prefer to get the constellation for the characters that I like that are not DPSs because of that. For example, Shakona. I think I'm the only motherfucker that is pulling the Pride Win numbers up of Shakona just because I can do whatever I want with DPS Shakona. But that's because I'm building her like no one else should be doing what I'm doing, you know? But it's fun. It's a different playstyle, which is why I like it. But buffing it, like getting constellations for the DPS ones, it kind of ruins the fun of it because it's just a walk in the park. It's like the Camellia, right?
Yeah.
Like Camellia usually makes it so boring that you don't even play her.
Like,
you know,
Cardathea, you can't even get to her fleur-de-lis form.
Dude, I said that the last time I did TOA. I couldn't even do one rotation. I couldn't use her ult. The boss died before I did her ult.
That's basically
what the fuck? This is so stupid.
all right. So that'll be, I guess that's our kind of discussion on like Endgame and some of the updates over there. What about general other quality of life that came out? Kind of like wrapping up this discussion over here.
Support for more GPUs.
Support for more GPUs, true. DLSS, all that.
And they updated frame generation. They updated frame generation too. Thank God for the older PCs.
I have a question about that. Why the heck my computer that has the specs for the NVIDIA RTX, whatever. I did not have I didn't have the option in my computer, even if I had the specs for it. It was kind of.
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in again?
Yeah, maybe I should.
Have you tried uninstalling and installing it?
Yeah, maybe next time I should put it on rice.
Your graphics card might not be as good as you thought. I remember this one guy back in the day. He made a video about how Septimon was like very poorly optimized. He was trying to turn on ray tracing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, it is unoptimized. It is bad.
But this is the thing. He was trying to turn on ray tracing with like 4K resolution on a 4060. He was trying to turn on ray tracing on a 4060.
Yeah,
this is why you get bullied. You're getting a Google Doc.
You don't understand. It's the game's fault.
Yeah. So it's sometimes you just gotta actually know how good your graphics card is and what its true capabilities are. Just saying. No big deal though. No.
Quick, you got the Unk card now. I'm gonna start calling you Unk too.
Quick question: Did you guys touch on the flight already for quality of life? Because I was
we could talk about.
We talked about it briefly, but sure, we can pick it up if you want.
I just think it's fucking dope. I'm actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what were you saying?
Do you think they did it because they intended to, or because they heard how much people wanted it?
No, I think they had to do it, bro. Straight up,
they were sick of people because they did that one comment too, where they were like, going forward, no more flying in other areas. There's going to be really different versions of it. Yeah.
I like that.
I was actually happy about that. I hope they cook. Maybe they do mounts or underwater stuff or whatever.
I want cars in New Federation. That's what I want. I want Dragon Ball cars, stuff like that. Motorbikes that go that's what I want.
I don't know if I want cars because I'm going to be honest, after playing Neverness to Everness,
that was shit, man.
Cars, man.
It's the greatest game of all time. It's a great fucking beta.
Bikes or something, hovercraft, something.
Fucking
like,
boring.
Yeah.
Hey,
maybe you just need better cars.
If I cannot run over NPCs with the car, I don't want cars in
fuck that.
I guess
mounts would be cool.
I guess Gateo's not going to be very happy with you guys later. Come on, guys. What is
you mean the guy that plays the dead game still, Tower Fantasy? Yeah, true.
I actually
we were riding like the Griffin in the trailer, right?
Yeah,
maybe we could.
I want mounts.
Maybe we could be riding like mounts.
I would love
awesome.
I feel like that's a story cutscene.
I mean, shit. We see the Azure Premilia Chinese CBT with the mounts, and it looks really good, man. I would love
take
to
a
see
page
that
out of that.
Yeah, it looks really
writable
good.
echoes, maybe.
I don't know, like sci-fi mounts though. I think would be
The
like,
first
cool.
one's got to be Laura Lee for reasons.
Oh my
You
god!
fucking boner. Grow up. Grow
How
up.
many
We're having
goon
a
strikes have we had in this podcast? 5, 6?
We're having a
You
fucking.
know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Chat knows I'm right.
I really was thinking about what can I say about Legions, and then I searched up his YouTube channel and I saw the way he reacted to Yudo, and I was like, you know what, this is the perfect clip. I'm just
Yeah, the
That
thumbnail
was definitely a neuron activation moment. No, I'm not gonna lie, bro. They stun locked my ass with that foot.
Wait, so you guys touched on flight, and then my last question was, did you touch on the new ecosystem of like the battleground shit? Because I have a piece of, I have a thought about that. I don't know if anyone feels the same way. Like, you know how you get the 10 echoes a day for free?
Oh, the nightmare verification.
I like
you mean,
it.
right?
the nightmares.
Yeah. Why is it not added in the box? Is it only 10 a day?
So, from what I've seen, it's because it's only nightmares that are in that. And, so a lot of people are like, why can't you just make it farmable in a task field? It's because they're nightmare echoes, I believe. That's pretty much the only reason why.
Okay. Is there a way to get non-nightmare echoes for that set yet, or no? Or for the old set?
So what they've done is they've like sort of in the back end for some of the older echoes, they've added the new sets to them. And so there are like things like the chop and like a couple of like the fairy fire one, whatever the thing is, like little thing. It got the new they got the new Lost Dreams set, Falova set added to them afterwards. And that's probably going to happen to the 2 new pieces that are coming out. Some 1 cost, some 3 cost echoes are going to get the new sets added to them.
Okay. I mean, that's not too bad.
So I hope that what they can do is like if the echoes are from like a specific element. Imagine if the element is electro, and you are opening the boxes given by the gladiators because it's an electro. It has odds of appearing. Maybe that's not the case. I think it's not the case because it's nightmare still. So you can't get it from that.
The Nightmare Echoes probably can pop from those boxes. I think the main boxes that they're talking about are the Elusive Realm weekly thing bosses, where you can basically redeem those for any tacit field. I think that
I was thinking about those ones from the Gladiator set. Because those are like specific element.
I think the thing that they're trying to do is, for the 3-piece sets, they're all going to be like Nightmare Echoes, and all of the 3-piece sets are supposed to be from those fields. And in reality, right, they are theoretically a lot easier to farm. I think they're just really frustrating on like a introductory basis. I think that the more casual you are with the game, the less you care about the Nightmare Echoes, because it's like you don't really like care as long as you eventually like get your stuff 10. Upgraded, right?
That you can then change.
I'll say the only annoying thing is 10. I'll say the only annoying thing is not being able to build the characters the first day, because you're just like, well, I farmed my daily thing of Nightmare Echoes, and I gotta wait till tomorrow.
That's the only thing I just don't like.
So the thing with Nightmares is you can't pre-farm, and you can't spend wave plates or a lot of resources to farm. And so basically the more casual you are, the less of a bother it is. So it's just chill for them, because they get to, just get 10 without basically doing anything like actually like
but at least you could spend those wave plates. You can still have them be useful, like spend them on boss mats or something that come out on the patch day if you wanted to, I guess. But
I mean, you still would need the tuners to tune the echoes you get anyway, so you're still doing tacit fields.
That's the only thing that's just like disconnecting my mind. I feel like, again, I haven't built Falova, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, but if my understanding of it was they added those echoes like you said, but it's in the overworld, I just feel like that's super tedious, because maybe you can get on like 1 of 4 sets. So I feel like there should eventually be some sort of alternative. I'm not gonna fucking complain about it now, because it's like whatever. Like
fantasies, they updated that, didn't they? Why can't they have the last reward be like a nightmare box or something like that on the very last stage?
Hey, I 1 a week or some shit. But again, I don't think I think overall it's a solid system with a really solid foundation. I think it's just that, like, again, you sit there and you're like, oh, the fun. Like,
it's like, I
think they should make it farmable somehow. Like, I don't mind them having that, as long as there's a way for me to waste stamina if I want to keep farming it, because I don't want to grind it for a week to be able to build a character.
Yeah,
so.
honestly, they should just turn into a tacit field after you farm them one time a day. Like, just turn it into a respawning tacit field and then have it give tubes and tuners too. Like, at this point, it's sort of just like, brother, if I want to farm another set, like, it's like somewhat in a lot of ways actually easier. It just, I know it's like free. I know it's free, but most people, when they get to a certain investment in their account, they're just doing 2 tacit fields anyways, because there's really nothing else to spend anything on.
That's literally
and it's
the
like,
only thing I waste my
you get more echoes doing 2 tacit fields a day.
It's only an issue if you are farming non-stop on the overworld, because that way there is a difference. So basically,
I think it's an issue for 90. I think the experience for 99% of like late game players is literally worse, which is kind of the problem, because you get more echoes just logging in, doing a 2x tacit field claim twice. You get like 18, 19, 20 echoes from that, right? And you spend your 240 wave plates, whatever. For Nightmare Purification, you get like 7 to 10. And you do it once a day. So you're like, your echo income is like halved. You didn't spend any wave plates, but it's also like, you kind of wish you could.
Yep.
Right. And so it's just a feels bad moment if you're tenured
especially
in the game.
Like, pre-farmed everything else for the character, and that's literally the only thing left that you have that you need is just the echoes for the characters, and you're like, well, I guess I can't play with this character that I just spent all my money on pulling. Now I just have to wait to pull, you know.
Method of retention, right? Log in every day. Log in every day. Make sure you do it, because if you don't, you're actually screwed. Like, you're genuinely screwed upgrading your character.
Yep.
What up, H?
I have a question, because you know, like how some
Oh, sorry. I was just reading something for chat. If you use a food buff, you get 12 to 17. No, you don't. You still are up to literal RNG. You could use the food buff and still get 7.
I got 5 more extra defense rolls today, chat.
Guys, like, using the food buff does not guarantee that you're suddenly going to triple the number you're going to get. You could still just get the same exact amount. And you want to know what else is awful? You used your 30-minute food buff for like a Nightmare Purification that takes you literally 1 minute. So it's like, what are you doing for the other 29?
Exactly. And I don't want to cut you off, Paige. I'm so sorry. I just want to get this up before I forget it. I think their design philosophy on it was, let's give these re-rollers a fucking reason to exist. You only have 9 to 10 echoes that you could use. You get a defense 1 cost and a Spectro 3 cost on like a Havoc set, and you're like, fuck me, and that's why those things exist. I feel like that's their thing.
Counterpoint to that, you're making the rerollers have a reason to exist, but at the same time, the wave plates, the yellow things that you're saving that you wanted to use to get even more stamina, is going to be useless, because you're going to have a limit per day. So technically speaking, you're making one be useful and the other one be useless.
I think yellow is always going to be useful, though, right? Like, you could still use
no, because it's the same amount that you can farm every day.
All right. I feel like we're getting a little bit too granular with the farming topic over here. I think we're all right. Any other topics that we want to talk about for like quality of life?
Sorry, I have like one last thing to say about the farming topic before. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't all of the newer sets only 3 pieces required to use it?
Yes.
So then don't you technically need less echoes from the new set as well? So maybe this is kind of them trying to find a way to balance, okay, we're going to start using these sets that are more flexible, but then also we need like a way to maybe like limit people from farming it, since it's more flexible to be built.
But I believe with the Ferlova one, for an example, there was a problem with that, because there was only like 1 3 cost on there. On that you could get from that the daily thing.
Yeah, but the thing, even if there's only
4 cost,
even if there's only 1 3 cost, the thing is that you can use like a 3 cost from one of the older sets.
Other sets,
and then you do like double 1 cost, right? At double, or like 1 3 cost, 1 1 cost, and then like the 4 cost from the new set. And then you have like a lot more flexibility that way. And I guess the thing is, if you have god rolls of other pieces, for example, right? Augusta is probably going to use the set that shields, because she fucking has a shield. And that means that your Zhang Liao pieces that are fucking cracked from the old 1.0 Void Electro Thunder, whatever it's called, right? You can use those pieces on your Augusta. And imagine you have 2 giga cracked 3 costs. those were the hardest ones to get before. Not that hard nowadays, right? And then you use those, and all you got to farm is the 2-1 cost of the 4 cost, right? So it's just like all of that. And I guess the thing is that it does actually reward the older players kind of significantly as well, because let's be honest here, right? Most people have a pretty cracked Zhang Liao set because that dude was given out for free and he was like pretty fucking strong. So yeah, most people are only going to need 3 pieces for their Augusta.
What about you?
All hail loadout system.
True. Bro, the loadout system is actually useful now.
It's good.
Yeah, when it was I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really use it that often because there was only one set you were using and nobody really shared pieces. But now we have pieces that are actually being shared.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you remove the save button for the loadouts, I think it could get a little bit better, personally. But I mean, I think they should just copy Genshin. I feel like that just
they should auto-generate it for us and then not let us actually move the pieces. That would be
the way the pieces from other characters for one character's kit.
And you shouldn't have like global loadouts either, just for one character. That'd be good.
And they should just EOS. Girlfest sucked. Like,
you're just saying that because you weren't invited. Let's be real.
No, I was invited. I I had work that day.
We're all invited.
We all did.
Why is everyone invited, bro?
Oh,
right. Handwritten letter.
All right, so we have been on call for almost an hour and 30 minutes. I think it's time to wrap ourselves up. Anything we missed? Any sort of like last conversational topics that we really wanted to get to?
One tap click, one tap collect. They finally added it.
Thank God.
They finally added it.
Devs listened.
It only took like
did they also add a new 4-star weapons to the battle pass?
What?
Or were those last patch? Hunter's Growl. I'm looking at the update page and I see it on there.
They got new weapons. Wait, they have stuff that they didn't announce on here?
Hunter's Growl series. I don't know if that's old or new.
Does it say what it is?
No, they do have a new they do have a new BP weapon series that they did not announce.
That's crazy.
Yeah, where is it?
Glaive linked it in chat, I believe.
Yeah, it's called Hunter's Growl series.
We'll see if they're any good or not.
Hunter's Growl. I wonder if there's going to be a single one with crit rate.
I'm kind of mad they forgot that weapon skins exist in this game. Like they had they did that once and then never again. I'm kind of mad about it.
It's good for the 4-star weapons, but I feel like they cook so hard with the like, bro, Augusta's weapon is fucking insane. Like,
I don't think
I couldn't even imagine putting it.
We're not even watching, looking at the weapons because the characters have their own specific weapons. So
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
The weapon that they have equipped.
Dude, seeing Augusta's weapon break apart though when she fights is sick.
Oh my god,
crazy.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I think that's the only other thing we didn't touch on was just the battle pass weapon, but we have no information on.
Yeah, we got no information on what they do.
We don't know if there's any crit rate or crit damage one or anything.
Low attack, double defense, bad. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
HP, don't forget HP.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, I guess that's that, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fun conversation, been a fun chat. I feel like we got some pretty good representation on all the sides, some pretty good input overall. Hopefully it's been an enjoyable discussion for everyone else here as well. But yeah, I guess that's
it was all right. I guess I feel like I brought the glow, to be honest. I brought the glow.
I'll say the mood went down as soon as Ethan joined. I don't know what was.
Fuck you! I brought the real talking point. I brought the negativity. All you motherfuckers. Dude, Glaive is gonna make a video tomorrow. Wuthering Waves. Koro devs finally listened. We got Flight back into the game. I love you, Glaive.
Glaive,
what? I don't sound like that.
when you make your videos,
Glaive's avatar looks like it's crying. It's been looking like that for the past like hour, to be honest.
Because I was like laying back. I was just listening to you guys.
Bro's just
happy to be here.
For sure. All right. Well, I guess that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Appreciate you, Sam.
I'll see y'all later. Thanks for coming out, and I guess making the first Gacha Heroes podcast a success. But yeah, I'll see all of y'all later. Take care.
Gacha Heroes
and get some rest.
For them, Avengers Assemble.
Go to bed.
All right. All right. Peace out.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Gacha Heroes.
1 hour.
Gotcha hero, bro. Gotcha hero.
I hate that
Wait,
name,
wait, no,
Gotcha
I just
Heroes.
wait. I just fucking landed. We're not sleeping yet. I just can't, actually haven't slept in a day.
You haven't slept
I've
in a
not
day. Oh my god.
Okay, wait. I'm not gonna say anything where I was. I will say that all the food in Canada got me so fucking sick. I'm just throwing that out there. Age.
Oh no.
Your food is fucking trash. Your food is fucking trash, bro. It's fucking bullshit.
Is it really that bad? Is it really
Sounds
that
like
bad?
a skill issue, bro.
Where
Maybe
where
you
am I
just didn't
from?
Go to the right places.
Yeah.
I'm from the United. I'm from the United States of America.
Okay, but like, isn't it like worse than, for example, beans in a toast, for example?
Yeah, no, it's bad, bro. Fuck, my stomach
okay.
is horrible, bro.
Literally, what do we say?
I'll tell you. Wait, hold on, Sticks. I got you. Wait, I'll text you my address real quick. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I needed to know where to shit on the doorstep of. So.
Yup. It's not even because I'm a food critic. It's because it got me fucking sick, bro. I was like, I was sick for my birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had like a fucking burger, and then it was just over. Nasty ass Walmart water. That's all I had to say. I just had to say, fucking food's whack. It's all. Country's mid. All right, I hope you all have a good night. I'm gonna go review these patch notes.
Bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so big. I'm so big now. Yippee. I'm so big. Okay, we need to do like patch notes review. We need to do patch notes review. Yippee. Biggie. Yes sir. Also, hello YT chat. I see y'all. How are you today? We've got 250 people in my YT chat, which is actually kind of crazy. Welcome YTers. How are you? I hope everything is going fine. I hope everything's going dandy with you guys. What's that desktop? Don't mind me, bro. Don't mind me. It's all fine. We're all good. We're all chilling. I don't know what he was eating, but it's totally fine. I've eaten a ton in Canada. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, you remember we exist? Of course I do, bro. Of course I do. Oh shit. I can keep you guys here. Where I go through the patch notes if you want. I now have 3 pop-out chats. I did a little as well. Oh, what is this? Is this a Tat-Tone clip? I'm so scared. What is this? What did he do now? What did he do?
I wonder if St. Tonetas is still streaming Wuthering Waves, the whole Gachacast.
I don't know.
Well, you have no friends, so it makes sense. Okay.
They're just.
I would not take that from a man with no fucking chin.
My mother actually.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up, dude.
I wonder if St. Tonetas is still streaming Wuthering Waves, the whole Gachacast.
I don't know.
Well, you have no friends, so it makes sense.
That's true.
Okay.
They're just.
I would not take that from a man with no fucking chin.
My mother.
Oh my god, that's fucking diabolical, dude. That is so diabolical. That is insane. Dude, that's fucking crazy. That's ridiculous, bro. I would not. Bro, Techie is so quick-witted with it. He'd be so quick-witted with it. You know his heavy attack Sage, that cutoff at the end is insane. Rainy, that's a W clip, I gotta say. W mans for W clip. Oh my god, I'm so hot. Alright, we gotta make a patch notes video, guys. Yeah, we gotta make a patch notes video. So we'll do that. I could do it while I'm live on YouTube as well, I guess. So this will just be an extra long discussion. We could talk about it. Yippee. Kat, have you watched the Dexter series? No, I haven't. I need to go piss. I need to go piss really bad. I will be like 1 minute. I need to piss and get a drink, and then we'll be right back. Okay, what's that? BRB.
来说意义非凡，它不仅仅是决斗士的荣誉，更是责任。
同时，奥古斯塔也向漂泊者发起了狩猎邀请，而漂泊者也正要前往猎场做进一步的调查。看来加入这场狩猎势在必行。
是的，但这次的狩猎似乎危机重重，并不简单。记得玉女尤诺提到过一则关于狩猎的预言，似乎无论如何进行排兵布阵，这次狩猎的结局
都不算好，甚至还有可能无法摆脱祈求毁灭的预言。
看来所有的线索都将汇聚在这场狩猎的中心。风起林梢，狩猎伊始，不如就让我们带着这些疑点，先来看看2.6版本的版本 PV， 日以灼风，月以留名，开启这场狩猎的序幕吧。
Take courage, my friend. The hunt. In Septimon's long fight for survival. It holds profound significance.
Every hunt before this, it was here that we met our final battles. Hunter or prey, only the one still standing gets to decide.
Make no mistake! Your fight!
Yo, welcome back. Welcome back, me. Welcome back to myself. Yep, great. I don't feel I forgot to talk at the cast about the order flight system. They're gonna add no more double jump grapple method. Yeah, that's like it's whatever. That's cool. I think we did talk about that at the beginning. Hi, Venerian. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's talk about the patch notes, shall we? W video. Lady of the Sea. Let me quickly gloss over this before I make a video. We have main quest 1, main quest 2, straight up 20 pulls, which is nice. Sanguis Plateau, the False Sovereign. That's new. Kokorosaurus, Lady of the Sea. That's the Mia boss. That's gonna be a hologram, right? Nightmare Chirpath, Sign for the Herons, Gold Paths, Nightmare versions of those. Very cool. Electro Predator, Aero Predator. Phantom Echo Sonata set. Very interesting, very cool, very nice. New tactical hologram challenge. Lady of the Sea, optimizations, yep. The interface, graphics performance. And that Augusta Uno, reruns, weapons. Yeah, the Hunter's Growl series from Pioneer Podcast Society. Yeah, a new battle pass weapons. And events. Okay, let's go. How do we feel? How do we like that podcast? That was nice. It was very funny. It was very funny and upbeat. Wcast moment, I think, which is cool. Okay, let's go. What's good, everybody? So we have all seen the Wuthering Waves 2.6 special preview live stream, and a lot of us are very much excited. They added some QL updates we want to talk about, some endgame stuff that we could discuss. I was just part of Saint's new Gachacast, where we kind of went over everything. It's also on my live if you want to check it out, but we're going to go in depth ourselves into these patch notes and give some thoughts about everything. So this is a deep dive into the patch notes of what we're going to do. So we have 2.6 by Sun's Scourge by Moon's Revelation. This is the first patch that we have. Oh shit, hang on. How do I make this bigger? I can't make it bigger. I'm crying. Okay, never mind. As we can see, some awesome art. For a minute, I thought this was Shorekeeper. I don't know why. I haven't slept very much. I've had like 1 hour's worth of sleep. To me, this still looks like Shorekeeper. So we have this new main quest. We have Chapter 2, Act 8 and Act 9, which is big, and they've split them into two halves. I am a big fan of this. I am a big fan of splitting this up into two halves. We have clearly one more focus on Augusta at the beginning, and then one more focus on Augusta during September when the second half comes out. I like it, as long as it keeps the stakes high and it piques the interest, but there's still like good lengths. Like if we're still getting like an hour or two of like questing for each of them, I'm going to be particularly happy. We see obviously Augusta, you know, taking up the mantle, wanted to protect Septimon, being that protector, and Yuno on a tree. As you guys know, I'm obsessed with references to Yuno and trees, because I'm obsessed with the mythology of Daphne and Apollo, and Daphne turning into a laurel tree to escape being hunted by Apollo. Okay, that's like a big thing for me, and I'm they keep pointing to it. She has laurels in her hair. I keep saying all that. Yeah, and of course her feet are great. So this is going to be very exciting. I like that they're doing this for these main chapters. It means we can actually get more, because I'll be real, no one wants to sit through 4 hours of like quest in one go. We want to be able to have a point where it's like, okay, I could take a break here and then come back later. Sometimes you just want to blast through the whole thing, and it could feel like it drags. So I really like that they've split them up. It keeps the entertainment, it keeps the pacing, it keeps the intrigue, and I'm a fan of this. I hope they keep doing it. I really do. I really hope they keep doing it. Gifts of the Moon Roma. They're giving us, this is something kind of like new. They're giving us a 20 pull outright. Full Radiant Tides and Forging Tides. Not having to do events, nothing like that. Straight up a 10 pull, straight up a 10 pull for weapons as well. I think they kind of have been realizing that people, you know, pulls are becoming a topic of interest, right? With having how many characters that you want to be pulling along with their weapons these days, or you kind of like get that FOMO to do that way more often. They're kind of giving it, hey, you know what? Here's straight up a 20 pull, and I hope they keep doing this for more patches. Yeah, for right at the end, you can claim this. You can claim. Is this like, what is this? From the 17th of September. That's the 17th of September, so this will be like when Yuno patch drops, right? Her when she comes around, you'll be able to get it right at the end. So that's like a little boost. It depends like what kind of events they put up at that time. Maybe they don't have as many events, so they're like, hey, here's just the temple. We'll just see. It's kind of reminiscent of the 2.3 anniversary where they gave you like a 10 pull in the second half. That's kind of how that feels to me. New location, Sanguis Plateau. I have no doubt that this is going to be a very beautiful location. Every area in Wuthering Waves that's, you know, main quest oriented has been kind of a banger the way that they look. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm expecting us to have a lot of fighting here going on, taking part in the hunt. It's gonna be interesting and maybe really cool to fly around in, because it's very open, but it has like levels to it. You have open air above, but then you have things below to fly around in. So I like the verticality of the way that the map design is built, and that's why flying, I think, is such a good feature in Wuwa, because it adds a new level of exploration, not just horizontally but vertically, and I think that's cool. And I think that's very cool. New echoes, the false sovereign. That's gonna be interesting. I feel this is like hinting towards something to do with Augusta, because Augusta's the Epha or Septimon, the false sovereign. Is this the boss she's talking to in the live? That's what I want to know, because as we know, there's a part in the trailer. Where is it? There's a part in the trailer where she's like referencing or talking to someone.
Did I believe my eyes?
Come, take up your blades for Septimons, for the name of heroes eternal.
I want to know who she's talking to with that. Who is she talking? Is she talking to the false sovereign? We'll have to find out. Okay, we'll have to find out. Chorosaurus, we're having, bro, this is the Monster Hunter Wilds patch. Everything about this felt Monster Hunter coded for me. We have a cool Chorosaurus. I'm interested to see how that plays into the lore. Lady of the Sea, as we know, it's Mia's like aches sort of reference for a hologram. We have some new Nightmare Echoes for the new Sonata sets, and that's very cool. Phantom Echoes, WWW. And here we have the new Sonata set. Okay, we have Crown of Valor. We have 2 3-piece sets. As we know, Wuwa's leaning more into 3-piece sets these days, which is very cool. Upon gaining a shield, increase the Resonator's attack by 6% and crit damage by 4% for 4 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So, this is going to be a mega good set to use for Augusta. Having what, like 30% like attack is going to be kind of crazy. It's yeah, and 20% crit damage as well. Gonna be, hey, going to be useful for her. I wonder what the 2-piece you're gonna want. I assume people may be using, like, I don't know, Void Thunder. Is that what people are going to use? The Crown of Valor and Void Thunder? Bro, I deleted all my Void Thunders. I'm gonna be so I'm gonna be so honest with you. But I'm personally, I'm a fan of the 3-piece sets. I know there's been a lot of discussion around them, but I'm a mega casual. For someone like me, I'm like, okay, I can get guaranteed 10 echoes. Okay, done. Like, I built my Frolova within like kind of like 2-3 days. That she was good enough, so it's not really a problem for me. But I know people who want to continuously farm and build day one, it's an issue for them, and that I understand. But I like the idea of 3-piece sets. I think it's good. I think it's good. Law of Harmony. Now this one's caused a little bit of a stir and intrigue. Casting Echo skill grants 30% heavy attack damage bonus to the caster for 4 seconds. Interesting. Additionally, all resonators in the team gain 4% Echo skill damage bonus for 30 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Echoes of the same name can only trigger this effect once. The record of Echo triggering this effect is cleared along with this effect. At full stacks, casting Echo skill again resets the duration of the effect. Now, if this was for Yuno, it would be a bit interesting as she's a support, a character that you don't want to be, swapping into or using for an extended period of time on the field, which it feels like this set kind of wants you to do, right? It's given bonus to the caster, not to the team. So this is something to boost the wearer. All rest of the team gave 4% Echo skill for 30 seconds. Again, that could be useful for Lova. At this point, stacking up to 4 times. Echoes of the same name could only trigger this effect once. The record of Echo triggers effect is cleared along with this effect. At full stacks, casting Echo skill again resets the duration of this effect. So this is made for a character that kind of, plays into Echoes a lot. And Echo skills, and it's debated whether or not this would be for Yuno. We could use it for Lova, Cantarella, Rocio has kind of been in the mix for maybe using this, or it could be an upcoming character. Who knows? It could be Galbraina. We don't know. This could be a Galbraina set. It might be a Chi-Yun set. We have no idea. It could be for whoever, but it feels like it's someone who is heavy attacks mixed with Echo skills. It's It could be for a number of people, but that's what I mean. I'm wondering what Echo set Yuno is going to use. What's going to be her best in slot? I feel it might be like carted like a Gus of Welkin or something like that. I might be talking out of my ass, but I don't even know what I would want to put on for Yuno at this point. But this is going to raise a lot of like intrigue, and I'm interested to see what people kind of make up with this particular Echo set and see what people are going to pair it with. Because again, it's a 3-piece set. It's a 3-piece set, so I wonder what people will have this and yoink something else onto it as well. But the fact that it's a 3-piece and you could add a 2-piece to kind of yoink up the attribute damage you want for that character is a really good thing. I like this. This is general enough for like Echo skills that you could, in future, you could have it for a bunch of characters and just switch out what attribute damage bonus you can have alongside it. It does make it a lot more flexible, and I like that. I like that it's not just you have to choose that one set. No, you could use this for sub DPSs. You could use it for supports with DPS. It could be used for a lot of different things. So I do think the 3-piece sets have been a W. Because with the 5-piece sets, you could have a 2-piece that does, the attribute damage bonus, right? Fusion damage bonus, electro damage bonus, whatever it is. It pairs up nicely with these. So it's a universal set for more characters down the line that deals more Echo skill damage, which is very cool. New tactical hologram challenge. We have Lady of the Sea. We'll see if we'll be able to we'll be able to go through with this. How much of a pain this will be. I didn't like this fight in 2.4. I'll be real. So we'll see how fun the hologram version is. Optimizations. Optimize utility flight. Press the flight button in any open space to ascend and start flying without the need to rely on elevated terrain. They should have done this from the beginning. They should have done this from the beginning. Yeah, just press the fly button and you fly. I think that's cool. Hey, they should have done this from the beginning. Love that. Updated permanent events. Many pages in lineup for the Page Fancies 1000 Gateways event have been optimized. New metaphors have been added, and the metaphors are now categorized more clearly. I feel when it came to fantasies, I just did the same thing every time. Lucid Dream State is replaced by Divine Dream State, where dreamscape energy is full. The Divine Dream State can be activated manually. That is interesting. I feel a lot of people, they never interacted with the Lucid Dream State. I think a lot of people just like forced it and didn't even know when they were in the Lucid Dream State. They just waited for things to happen. I'll be so real, but now that you have to like manually activate it, or it can be manually activated, gives you more agency of what you want to do and a bit more, you know, freedoms in fantasies, which I think would make it a little bit more engaging, which is interesting. Floor 3 or Floor 4 have been added to the Hazard Tower, the Tower of Adversity event, with more rewards available. Additionally, the Overdrive Zone will become available when the stable and experiment zones are cleared without the need to clear the Hazard Zone first. So this is the one that's causing a little bit of discussion amongst the community and amongst content creators alike. Let me find it real quick. Here we go. Yeah, we now have 4 floors in Hazard Tower for 100 more asteroids and some blue credit things. Okay, some more blue credit things. And what do I think of this? Gap, what is your take? What is your take of the new added floors? Here's my take. This is going to be interesting. It's basically saying you want 2 completed teams just for Hazard, because bearing in mind, if they keep the stamina requirements, one team can only do 2 of these fully, not including anything else. They can only do 2. So this is now requiring 2 fully invested teams. To me, the middle tower is really the challenge, quote unquote, of TOA. Can you clear the middle tower? Do you have invested teams? And now it's gotten to the point where you're going to need another additional team. And not forgetting, if the buffs are not a general attribute damage bonus or anything like that, and they're very attribute specific, like you are buffed more for fusion or spectro, and these floors are also harder, it's going to be a little bit more painful for people, because not only do you have to have multiple invested teams, but specific attribute invested teams potentially, if they make these last 2 floors harder, which is going to, I think, maybe frustrate. Yo, Namas, thank you for the 2, brother. Watching Girl Braiders, JP Voice, JP Livestream at the end. I will give that listen later. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So that's really the main problem. That's me speaking in worst case scenario, that the buffs are different for the last 2 floors, along with it being harder. And if they rotate frequently, you're going to want to have multiple different invested teams that have those buffs. There's a reason why they've kind of been pushing this mono attribute thing for a while into the game. I might make this a specific video later. I might make this a specific video later on. Oh, shit, my thing died. Oops, my phone got too hot. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh my god, my phone got too hot and it turned off. I have an SD card theory. I'm good for like 6 months. Based. I don't like using constellation characters. Sorry, sequence characters, I should say. I just wish 2A wasn't timer DPS check. I think a lot of people do. A lot of people feel the same with that. Ba 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 ba. Hold up. Depends if you still need to do all the floors. Stamina specifically, even as now, you only need to use the last floor left and right. What do you mean? Depends if you still need to do all the floors for stamina specifically. I don't know what you mean by that. Also left and right, yeah, but I'm saying the introduction of 2 new floors, that's a whole new team. Because one team can only do 2 of those floors on the middle tower. So you do need a full new team. Or like not a full new team, but a team that's like Giga invested, right? You need 2, basically all I'm saying, you need 2 Giga invested teams is what I'm saying. Hold up. Alright. Okay. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? We might be back. Okay, we're back. Alright. So that's really the problem that we're going to have with these bottom 2 floors. The game's going more the direction of like mono attribute teams. And I really just hope that these last 2 floors are general attribute damage buffs and nothing really too specific, because then we're pushing the boat out a lot. Adding 2 new floors, making them harder, and making them more specific. That's 3 kind of difficulties at way of raising difficulties into one for free-to-play players. Yes, I know it's only for 100 asteroids, and it's not really that big of a deal, but you just know there's going to be a lot of people, especially the more free-to-plays, who are going to be like, oh my god, now I have to do so much more work to get my teams to where you want to be. But in that response, I kind of say, isn't that the point of a gacha game? To be able to build your teams to a point where you could do the endgame content. It's not like you need to pull as long as you don't need to pull the newest characters to be able to even do these last 2, I think it will be solid. But again, we're gonna have to see how good this is actually good. We have to do some testing. We could speculate all we want, but really the proof is going to be in the pudding. And I hope Kuro, I'm just, again, I get PTSD from other gacha games with this stuff, so I'm being more negative about it, but I'm just pointing out what I don't want to see happen, or what I would think would be a bad thing. But let's cross our fingers and hope that it's going to be not as bad as we think it is, and it's going to be actually implemented well, and it's going to be fun. That's a W. And then we have the Burning Waves feature in Wuthering Waves event has been updated. Instead of triggering at fixed enemy waves, Burning Waves can now be activated by accumulating Ember through combat actions. The added record 6 feature diversity. Okay, so now, this is useful for every stage bar Infinite Torrents. I feel they should just add this to Infinite Torrents and make it better, make it easier for people, because that's really the place people are having issues. So Wuwa optimizations have been kind of minor. They haven't really addressed the concerns people that have had from the new reset, but I can't really blame them. The live stream came very close after that reset, so maybe they'll address it in future, add more Wuwa optimizations later on. Maybe that might come about. That's the big thing I want to see in like 2.7 patch, is more Wuwa optimizations, talking about the buffs that you can get, talk about the little tokens that you could have, and have things more general. We'll see. That'll be 2.7 maybe, but this kind of Wuwa optimization for me is like whatever. Added the record sync feature Tower of Adversity with Wuthering Waves. Each cycle refresh will not automatically clear certain floors based on the progress made the previous cycle. Yes! Let me do the last floors on the left and right towers. That's all I want. That's literally all I want. Just like Wuwa. Let me do more. Let me do more of them. Optimize exploration experience. Mineral collection spots will be marked on your map, and the detection range of the loot mapper has been extended. Massive W. It's always annoying to have to use your like sensor or loot mapper like every 5 seconds. Like, that's not really ideal. The tracking feature has been added for specific exploration quests in Jinzhou, including viewpoints, bobfires, and frostbugs. You can now track them for the exploration pages. Enjoy the exploration experience. This is useful if people, because people are going to go back to Jinzhou now that you could fly and actually do the exploration that they never did. Like me. As soon as I went to Ridicita, I never did exploration in Huanglong or Jinzhou again. That's an absolute no-no from me. It's boring. I don't care. But now I have a reason to, and to make it easier for me to collect everything is a bit of a W. So this is a good for going back. For new players too, also a W, 100%. Optimized gallery. I wonder if you could fly out the gate if you're a new player, or you have to get your wings first and then go back to the new start of the game. That's what I'm interested in. I hope they give people flight like out the bat for new players now that you can fly at Jinzhou. I hope they did that. That's something we should have spoken about, but yeah. Optimized interface. Added a one-click collection across most of the pages that lists claimable rewards, including guidebook, databank levels, and the majority of events. Click any claim button on the role page to claim all available rewards for that page. Yippee! Yippee! Claim all. They should have done this from the beginning. I don't know why they didn't. It's something so minor. It is something so minor, but it's something that was like definitely needed. New keyboard shortcuts have been added to the PC version. Press keyboard shortcuts to access certain in-game things. Again, little optimization things. W. Optimized graphics performance. We have frame generation now, so if you have a good enough graphics card, you are able to do frame gen and get those frames up. That's up those numbers. So I'm gonna be looking forward to doing that. Get my frames a toasty 200 with the fake frames. They say the fake frames. New resident, we have Augusta and Yuno. We have a Carlotta rerun with Shorekeeper. I'm always of the mind, more reruns the better. I don't care. I don't think it's a bad thing whatsoever. You don't have to pull on everybody, guys. You don't have to pull, but it gives you more freedom of choice to pull more regularly. So you don't have to have a Genshin situation like I did, waiting for Kazuha and Al Haytham for like a year and a half to get their reruns. So I think this is a W. Phase 2, we have Chikona and Yuno, which is, again, Chikona is a nice addition for Kartathea teams. Maybe she'll work with Yuno. I don't really know. We'll find out, I guess. New weapons. We have Augusta's weapon. We have Yuno's weapon. And we have new Battle Pass weapons, which they didn't announce in their live stream. They've given absolutely no information of what they entail or any of the stats or anything. So expect another fun video later down the line where we're going to talk about these weapons, if they're going to be useful, which ones you should pull. Hey, Cap actually going to do informative content on what you should be pulling and weapons and stuff like that? No way. I think I'm at that point in time where I should be giving informative content. So that's what we're gonna do when we get more information. I know, no way. I feel like it's about time. Maybe I rip it off. I rip off the mask and I actually talk about like important things for it, which is fun. Upcoming, obviously, we have Convene. Of course, we have all the weapons from all the rerun characters. Very cool. Special events. We have an air exploration event, which is pretty standard. We have a Sangria's Plateau travel atlas, another exploration. Photo collections, kind of mid. Tower defense. I am looking forward to this tower defense mode. I'm someone who really enjoyed the game Sanctum and Sanctum 2 when that came out. Let me try and find it real quick. Where is it? I enjoyed those kind of events as tower defense things. I just kind of wish that we could attack the tacit discords as we play. That's what I kind of wish, but it seems to be it's just the towers. But I'm still gonna have a lot of fun with this. I hope that it's hard. I hope that it's not just an easy walk in the park. These kind of things I really do. Oh, we have a little like the Kubot, which is attacking at the same time. But I really hope that we could do something fun with this. I love a good tower defense. This is going to be really good. This is gonna. I have it in my feeling. Well, I hope it is. I hope it is. And if I get proven wrong, I get proven wrong. But I'm a mega fan of the good old tower defense. Maybe I should try Arcanites. Maybe I should try Arcanites. Gifts of the Hunt. We have our 7-day login, of course. You have your 5 Radiant Tides, the rest Standard Tides. Leisure event. Leisure event. I every time I see leisure event, I go ooh. Because the current leisure event I don't like very much, so I'm skeptical of these. Marks of the Wild, we have new puzzles. As you know, I'm a big puzzle fan. I'm a big puzzle fan, and the puzzle looked interesting. It looked a little bit confusing, but interesting. Again, nothing is gonna beat Overflowing Palettes for me, unfortunately. Overflowing Palettes is the best little puzzle game that we've had in the gacha in a hot minute, at least for me. I like that. Yo! Hello, Bran. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Brad Flakes. Hello. Hello. How are you? I hope you all had a wonderful stream and a wonderful time. We're currently going over the patch notes for Wuwa, giving our thoughts into everything. I appreciate y'all. I hope you had a lovely day. Hello. I hope y'all watched the Wuwa live stream, and I hope y'all had a good time. 392 billion raiders. 392 billion. Insane. Actually insane. It's a 1-1 today, man. It is a warm one today, but welcome. I appreciate y'all. Brand is lovely, great dude. Make sure y'all give him a follow and tune in. Absolutely W-mans. absolutely W-mans. So welcome. Yeah, we're currently going through the patch notes, seeing how we think it feel. I hope y'all are rating it pretty well, because it's pretty interesting overall. It's pretty good. We just finished up doing a little podcast roundy up, all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, yippee. What else are you up to? Oh yeah, we have the puzzle event. Again, nothing is going to be Overflowing Palette for me. That has been the best little gacha puzzle that I've done in a while. And hey, I think it's maybe because I'm just good at it. I have an ego at this point. It's like I know my shit and I know my events. So I'm just above it all is what I'm trying to say. I'm just above everything, man. We have Moonlit Revelation, a phase divination event, and this is interesting. basically what this is, it is an event that you do once a day, and it will give you some interesting buffs once a day. But if you do more events, you override the buffs you currently have. It's incentivizing you to log in once a day, do this once a day, have that cool player retention. It might be like you have double the speed when you travel, double max drop, little quirks and gimmicks that make your time in Solaris that little bit more engaging and fun. I think this personally is going to be a bit of a nothing burger event. It's quirky. It's quirky. It's just a little quirky event. That's how I think it is. It's a little silly, quirky event. Not about the character holograms. I don't think that they will. I really think they're gonna make it like a novelty thing that isn't really going to affect your combat or holograms or anything like that too much. If they do, that's gonna be pretty interesting. There's only one particular buff that helps you with holograms, and if you miss it, that's it. You're Kirk. That'll be interesting. That'd be kind of interesting, but I just think it's going to be a novelty situation. I don't believe it's going to be anything too deep, but hey, I like they're trying to make it more interactive. They're really trying to get that player retention on board. The splitting up of the quests, having more daily things to log in, the way that the farming works every day for those echoes. They are going down the route of how do we get people to keep coming back to play every day, and looks like they're very much experimenting with that, with those echoes, with those nightmare drops, and these kinds of events to reel people in. They also did it in 1.2 event. There was a daily buff. Yeah, but the problem is no one played 1.2. you kind of missed something, that no one fucking played 1.2, because that shit was the most boring like patch of this entire game. That was the most, but no one played 1.2 apart from like to do this shitty like event thing to get your Shang Liao. Nobody played. Nobody played. So that's kind of what it is. I know, but Sub said it's first time. Wow. Well, but I think it's just going to be a novelty thing. I don't think it's going to be anything too much to write home about, as we know. Beyond the Waves Rosita free exploration event. This is a Lolo campaign, straight up, whatever it is. Wind Rider project, which is again being able to fly in Jinzhou, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy that they have done. I hope new players who play the game for the first time are able to use this and they don't have to go to Rinasita first. So I hope they can unlock it right out the gate. Let me just have a look at let me just bring it up real quick. What they add the flying? Would they add that? They added the flying. I really feel like they added this because the community really wanted it. They want people to, again, a reason for you to log in, go back, finish your explorations, make it better. So I think this is an overall W, but I am glad moving forward that they're not going to have flying everywhere, actually. That might be a hot take. That generally might be a hot take, but if they were able to make methods of exploration that is engaging and fun, like cars that don't suck, motorcycles that could hover or go up walls, or something interesting when we're in New Federation, right? Those are kind of fun to me. Like I have a feeling that they might make flying actually inconvenient when we go to New Federation. Like if we're surrounded by skyscrapers where flying is actually a hindrance rather than a benefit, and so you're kind of forced to use different exploration methods to make it more interesting, I'm actually for that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm totally okay with that, because sometimes I feel like when you fly, you don't always take in your surroundings. Like it's an option. If you want to, you can, but sometimes you can miss things, and being able to go through that in a new exploration way, the way it's meant to be played. Like Rinasita feels like you're meant to fly through it. It's very open. It's very, very big. It's kind of built for it. It has different levels of elevation where they actually build the map around it, which I think is very, very cool. We see that a lot more with Sanguine Plains as well. But I want the environment to fit our method of transportation. I think that's just fun. But that's me personally, but I know a lot of people, now that they've implemented flying in the Jinzhou area, they're going to be looking for it in every subsequent area, and I think we'll hear people kind of quote-unquote complaining about that every time that happens. But hey, if they add it in later, like if like 3.8, they're like, okay, screw it, we're almost at the end, here's flying, that might be okay. I'll be okay with that, but I'm actually totally fine with it just going back to Jinzhou. and for Renacita, but this is very clear they've done this at players' request, because they even gave a lore reason why you couldn't fly into Joe. So they've kind of gone back on that retcon a bit because they want you to explore the area again. And have more reason to play and stay around. They've realized that if people can fly, they're more likely to play the game. That's really what it is. Everything Kuro has done recently, from the nightmare echoes to these new daily login things, everything is about coming back to the game. The once a day event buffs, they want you to be playing more, and they're really trying to find their footing in that. And then Batch of Solaris. So that's the refer a friend, but as we know, gacha players don't have friends. Gacha players don't have friends. So that's kind of that. So that's my coverage and giving you a rundown on what is coming up in the next patch. I'm excited. I'll be honest though, I'm more excited for the story at this point. I think the one issue I have is that a lot of people played Wuthering Waves for the first time, me included, because of the combat and gameplay. And it seems like Kuro is doing everything at the moment to not give us combat events. The thing that people played the game the most, they're now making less of and going all in on story. And listen, I've become very much more in tune with the story. I now play more for the story than I do gameplay, but I'm wondering if there is a subset of people that are actually starting to feel the opposite. Like, damn, like Wuwa doesn't have as much combat gameplay anymore. They don't have the end games that I don't want. They're kind of ruining the end games that I don't particularly like. It's like going to turn people away. I want to know. Genuinely, I'm curious. Are there people who are feeling less enthusiastic about this going forward? So that's kind of how I feel on that. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as you know you do. I'm live almost every single day. My links are at the pinned comment down below on Twitch. And Kit, if you think I said anything wrong or you hate me, come shout at me live. Okay, I love shit talking y'all back, so I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next time. Peace. Oh my god, I'm so good. Wow. I want to suck myself off. Hi chat. Y'all always go so quiet when I go on my fucking rants. It's great because it means I don't get distracted. It means I don't get distracted. I can just fucking ramble on, bro. I could just ramble on, dude. I've become such a yapper, man. I've become such a fucking yapper. It's crazy. What's better to pull, Showkeeper or it depends who else you have, man. It really depends who else you have. Showkeeper is just a decent universal pull, but these days Wuwa's like, you know what? We don't want to make general characters. We want to make like very specific mono attribute characters. So I guess it depends what team you want to be maining. Really. Pull both. Yeah, just simply get both. Just simply pull everyone. Kuro is, whether people want to admit it or not, Kuro's going down the path of Honkai Star Rail a little bit, of like releasing so many two characters at the same time constantly. You just know it's happening. Posted Korean and CN streamer exclusive. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I'm free to play though. Well, womp womp. The good news is they do reruns pretty often. They do. I think the good thing about having them doing reruns very often is if you miss characters now, and if you're a new player, your account won't be strong enough to even like complete TOA or Wuwa at this point. So by the time you've invested in characters you already have, the rerun will probably already be back anyway, where you can then just like grab the character you need to fill in your gaps. That's kind of how I feel about it for new players, because no new player is gonna do TOA in like 1 or 2 months. It's just not really happening. Check my chat log. Why would you do Chinese stream exclusive? What is this about? Oh, schoolgirl. Oh my god. What? Oh my goodness. I don't like these plushies. These plushies. Why does Changli look like that? Why does Changli look like that, man? Another skin we will never get in game. Another skin we will never get. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Bro, why is it that PGR is so good at releasing skins, but Wu was so fucking shit? Genuinely. I also think PGR characters overall tend to be kind of better looking than Wuwa characters. Am I nuts for saying that? But like, why does PGR have such good skins and coatings and Wuwa has fuck all? Like, why? Why the fuck? It's like they clearly love PGR more. Goddamn. What's the point of making good looking skins if they ain't gonna sell them? I mean, there's a lot of skins I could think about that would be cool. Like we still don't have another skin that does what Jinzy does, which changes the whole like attack colors and stuff like that. I mean, that's fun. Have you seen Bianca? Nah. That Showkeeper skin though? Bruh. Unity engine easier to make skin? What is the evidence? What's the evidence for that? What's the evidence for that? That Unity equals less good skin. It's Cardathia against everyone. Bro, this was so cool. God, Brain is so sick. Is this hinting at like duo element resonators? I really feel like Galbraden might be introduction to a dual resonator. I don't know. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to fucking see. All they do is just pick one of the collaboration skins. Is that Galbraden? Yeah, she looks fucking sick. Yeah, Cardathia versus everyone because she's literally so fucking strong. She's so strong, and the whole point of Cardathia is that she's meant to, like, we remember from 2.2 where Cardathia was like, I need to get stronger so I can protect you, Rover. This is leading into that, but also she's becoming so strong, she's now a danger to herself. As we all know, she's absorbing so much power. They're trying to awaken the Threnodian side within her, right? So she's now becoming too strong. And Galbraden is here kind of like a mercenary, I guess, to take her out because she is indeed becoming too strong. And we don't want to see what happened in her cinematic where she like fucking exploded and like everyone around her died in like one of her visions. That might come to pass. So that's gonna be like a 2.7 deal, 2.8, whatever it is. What happens if Cardathia dies? I don't think she will. I think if anything, like she'll lose all her power. That's my theory, is that she's going to have a way to completely lose her power. I don't think she'll die because I think people would actually like send death threats and bomb threats to Solon Lee's fucking house, pipe bombs in his fucking mailbox. You know, we know how some communities are like, but I think that she'll like lose all her powers. I think that's what will happen. She will save Rover in the end, complete her promise, but in doing so sacrifice all her power. That's my crackpot theory. You guys know I'm usually never wrong in my theories. I'm just gonna be honest. Every time I've cooked a theory, I've kind of been on the money. So that's my crackhead theory. They will turn off transformation in your copy to make you pull a new character. Hey, you know, the game's the game. Kura's gonna make that money somehow. Tencent money isn't enough. They're gonna milk your wallets too. They're gonna milk me. Wait, they're gonna milk you. Like, you know what? Don't milk me. That's okay. I misspoke. The Thenodian's inside of her, right? She has she's like keeping part of the Thenodian in her. She's like a Horcrux in a way. Don't fucking sus. You knew what I meant. You know what I mean, okay? Don't take it weird, man, okay? I swear to God, milk is, okay, you guys know what I meant. Milk is, milk is, yeah, milky moo. Oh, she said it. The woman said the word. The woman said the word. She said milk. Guys, she said milk. She said the milk thing. Grab that Chad's balls for giving him that idea. I don't want to touch balls. Balls kind of freak me out. I'm not gonna lie. You got a lot to milk. This is like such a backhanded compliment. You saying that I got big fucking titties, which I do. Just want to let everybody know, which is a massive W. But it's also like a backhanded compliment. Fuck you at the same time. Fuck you at the same time. The mommy milk said milk. Oh my God, I know, crazy, bro. Oh my God. Do you know what? I can't say that. That's actually fucking crazy, bro. The last guy that I dated, he didn't like boobs. What was I doing with my life, dude? Like, how much of a mistake could I have made?
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. Yeah, the last guy I dated didn't like big boobs, and it was the worst matchup. For that reason, it was the worst fucking matchup. Fake man. He was more of an ass guy and like smaller tits, and I'm like, I am not. This is not gonna go well, and it didn't go well. So you know, that guy should have been castrated. So yeah, I should have known that it wouldn't have worked out long term. You know what I mean? So now I have to double check with the guy first before I talk to him. But listen, are you an ass or a tits, man? Because like, if you don't like big tits, like, unfortunately, this might be a bit of an issue going forward. This is why we fought for independence. He gay. I think he might have been secretly closeted. I'll be real. Like, I would try to like say shit. I'm very flowery with my language, right? I was being, you know, not having it, didn't like it, not into it. It's like, damn, I'm dying out here, bro. I'm dying. It was just the wrong man, bro. If you're not sexually compatible with someone, it's just like, it's like not, it's just not. It's just, why? Don't bother. Don't waste your time. Genuinely, don't waste your time. I'm being so for real. Just don't bother. I have a feeling we will circle back to the pegging guy. No, there's no circling back. There's no circling back to pegging. I'm not doing that again. Unless the person wanted it, I would indulge because I'm a good partner. Okay, I'd be a good partner, but apart from that, yeah. So basically, Cap turns men gay. Got it? I don't turn men gay. I have a problem where I'm attracted to men that like are mean. That's my problem. I'm attracted to men that are mean and don't like me. It doesn't go down very well for obvious reasons. It doesn't go well for obvious reasons. It's like it's terrible. It's fucking terrible, dude. Your lad CC career makes more sense now. Bro, can I tell you why I did that? Bro, the views on those videos were kind of crazy for me at the time. And I made a guide on Love in Deep Space. I made a fucking guide. It was crazy. Also, the guys were just kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. I had a moment. I don't know what it was. I think like my ovulation was like off the charts during that 6 months. I don't know. I may have been just so down bad. I had like ultimate Gooner moment where like everything was like a problem for me. But these days I'm like the complete fucking opposite. Bro, I haven't jerked off in like 2 weeks. I'll be so real. I haven't jerked my wiener in like 2 fucking weeks, man. I'll be so honest, dude. My libido is like an all-time low. When I was making lads content, it was way high, but now it's like I kind of had a thing for a while. Then my libido I just kind of gave up. I'll be real. I kind of gave up in my faith in. Do you know what? I'm not gonna talk about that. We're getting too deep into stuff you don't need to know about. Menopause. Okay. How old do you think I am? I'm 26. Y'all need to stop calling me old. I swear to God. Lads Cat was a limited Gooner works, bro. I was crazy. I was gooning like crazy, bro. It was bad. These days, nah. I got too. Do you know? I got disappointed too many times by guys, and I just lost all interest in like my goon. I used to call my community the Gooner Gang, and now we're called wetards because like I don't relate to my own past self. I'm just not a gooner anymore, man. I'm not as degenerate as I used to be. I got disappointed too many times by real people. It's like, I'm just over it. It's hopeless. The only person who's gonna please me is myself. W Queen, yes, Queen, slay! Slay, W self-love, yes! That's what it is. Cap is what? Why am I getting attacked by my VIPs, man? Why am I getting attacked by my... What the fuck did I do? He means you and your cats. Listen, yes, I'm single. I live on my own with my 2 cats. What do you want me to do? Bro, I need a housemate. Bro, I need a fucking housemate. I need someone who is like... I need a fucking roommate. I'm so sick of being alone. I'm so sick of being alone. Not even like in a weird way, like just genuine, like in a friend way. Like I just bro, I end up talking to my fucking self. This is why I'm in VCs all the time when I'm not streaming, because I just like hanging out with people and talking to people. I hate being alone. Maybe I'm slightly codependent now, I realize. What did I do? Why you say fuck me for Fulta? I'm gonna say fuck you every single chance I get, because you're a fucking moron. But I love you dearly, but you're a fucking moron. You're such an extrovert. Oh no, I am. Like, is that not obvious? I'm like, I love people. I love people. I love talking to people. I love hanging out with people. I love making friends. I love trying to give joy to other people. I get happier when other people do succeed more than me. I just want other people around me to feel good, bro. I'll be so honest. I just love Cap and VC is scary. Fuck you. What do you mean scary? I'm lovely. I'm nothing but fucking lovely, okay? I'm nothing but nice. I'm nothing but fucking nice. I definitely don't tell my own community to kill themselves every single day. I definitely haven't said that to my mods and my VIPs in my VCs multiple times. Sure, Tanker, I've said worse to you. I've said worse. I've said worse to Tanker probably in the last like 2 weeks. I probably said worse to you, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Extreme extrovert. I am, but I like my own space at the same time. Like when I want to interact, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I just want to do my own shit for a bit. You know what I mean? Like I'm an extrovert, but if I were to live with someone, like if I was like in a relationship with someone, I actually want my own separate room. So I'm an extrovert, but I don't like to be around someone 24/7. That to me, I cannot deal with. I hate that. I hate that so much. But I overall with people, yeah. And in any situation in my life, I have always been that person. Like I'm usually the person that organizes things. I'm usually the person that like makes events. I'm usually the person that gets people together. I'm usually like, I've always been that person like my whole entire life. It's like I've always been that like the one person that everyone like hooks to, that and then other people hook to each other sort of thing. Like I also have the problem of like I have a lot of friends, but not like a lot of really close friends. You know what I mean? Which is kind of like a problem in itself, but it's fine. Do you see Pokey Smack tweet? No, you can link it if you want. We all know you looking for a sexy woman. Wait, is this a hot woman, please? Do you want to see? This is my feed right now. Stop killing games. A Thoma video. Armpits oh no. Oh no, this is an armpits video. What are your shorts? Don't worry about it, bro. Don't. Holy, what are my shorts, bro? Why am I listen, this is not a reflection on me. This is not a reflection on me and what I watch. This is not, I promise, this is not a reflection of me and what I watch. No. This is not court moment. This is not a court moment. Guys, it's not gay month anymore. It's not pride month. I am not gay anymore. Okay, I'm very straight. I like penis. I don't like women. No. The gay month is over. I don't like women. I don't like women. I hate them. I don't like women. I'm not gay. I like cock and balls. I like big hairy cock and balls. I don't like women. No, that's not true. No. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I fucking love this video so much. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh god. Oh. Caught at 69k. Bro, I love this video so much. Dude. It's so funny. Cat pretending she's like, woman is crazy. Bro, I had this like epiphany moment recently. I was thinking to all the like celebrities that I've ever crushed on, and they're all just women. I always root for women. They're all women. Very rarely it's men. I'm into very specific men. Like the range of men I'm into is very specific. But like I think about certain types of women more. Which celebrities? Oh, dude, I'm not going into it. Cap is bi. This is pretty obvious. I think it's pretty. I've never been in a relationship with a woman, but I've only ever been in 2 relationships ever in my fucking life for not very long. I have like 0 experience, but like, yeah, ribbed Asians, we know. Yeah, well, okay, for men, I never used to be into like ripped men really ever. I actually kind of used to like the skinny nerdy guy. Still kind of am low-key, but the ribbed Asian has been a recent feature into my Instagram feeds. It's been a problem. From Asman to Solon, I don't think it's that specific. Yeah, the race preference, not particularly. No, Nothing, bro. I don't have a preference. You like twinks? I kinda a little bit. Do you know what it is? I don't like tall people. I've always been into short guys too, because like I've told you guys before, I'm half deaf in one ear. I people who are too tall, I can't even hear them that well when they talk to me when they're standing next to me. So I've always dated like short guys. Like it's a problem. It's a problem. I don't know, but for women, it's yeah. I don't know. I shouldn't talk about this. This is bad. We're getting into risky territory. Femboys up. I think femboys are hot. Yeah, I think certain femboys are hot. Like I don't care about like masculine, feminine presenting either. Like if you're hot to me. That's really it. I really don't particularly care, like at all. I like masculine women. That's fine. There's been masculine women that I've like thought are really fucking hot. There've been feminine men that I think are really hot. Like it doesn't. I genuinely don't care. Like I actually genuinely don't care. Yeah, as long as you look after yourself. Chat keeps stun looking at, but I'm not getting stunned. I don't have any particular thing to do. I've done everything I wanted to this stream. I've done everything I wanted to. Speaking of, I'm still streaming on YouTube. Guys, if you are live on my YT, I'm gonna end my stream on YT. So if you want to join me over on Twitch or Kick, you can. Because I don't want to get demonetized. I don't want to get demonetized for playing random fucking clips. So yeah, thank you YT chatters. Come along to my Twitch. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you later.